right, we're going to try to talk with y'all a little bit. All right, we here. We're on clock in now. This is an attempt to collect the debt. That's good. Also, what I'm going to be doing, have me a married me. That's right. I'm going to have me a married me, too. Beautiful. I'm going to clean up all obstacles, all illusions, everything. We got to make sure we get to perfection. Y'all know that? But it takes some things that I got to get with y'all. I got to have a single meeting. I ain't met with y'all in what happened. See where your mind's at. Make sure where your hands ain't been. Isn't that right? That's the purpose of it. Get with everybody. Make sure if you hadn't, make sure you get established. We don't want to assume. Sometimes I know we can become comfortable. And a lot of times we can assume things and they're not the way we might take them. Let's see the book of Yeshayahu. Yeshayahu. At 55 and 6. Whew. All right, this is Yeshayahu. For those watching in, you say Isaiah 55 and 6. Listen.
Seek ye Yahuwah while he may be found.
Call
Ye upon him.
while
He is near.
let
The wicked forsake his way, and the unsadiq man his thoughts.
Hold on, what does it say? The unrighteous man? And you said unsadiq man? For real? Let me think. Try until. Rasha, which could be wicked, or they would call it ungodly. For us would be not like Elohim. Listen.
And the Rasha Anus his thoughts.
Look crooked. What happened?
And let him return unto Yahuwah.
And
he will have mercy upon him, and to our Elohim, for he will abundantly pardon.
Tell them why.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Y'all see that? For my thoughts
are not your thoughts.
Yes.
Neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahuwah.
Listen.
For as the Shamayim are higher than the Arits, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
See that? Letting us just see the distance of how far we can be when it comes down to the way he operates and the way we operate. That's the importance of us sitting down and being taught at the book of Yahukanan. Yahukanan. Yahukanan 6:44. Let's listen. Listen.
No Anus can come to me,
except
the Abba which hath sent me draw him.
And
I will raise him up at the last Yom.
Tell them what happened.
It is written in the Nabah, and they shall be all taught of Elohim.
In the Nabah, that they shall all be taught of Elohim.
Every Anus therefore that hath heard,
and
hath learned of the Abba,
the what?
Cometh unto me.
So we can see the importance of why we need this information. Because for one reason, we find out the distance. And we see what causes us to be in the situation we're in. And he told us as the Shamayim are higher than the Arits. We see the distance. He says, so are my ways than your ways. Y'all got me? So when we look at that, now we got something that we can begin to aspire for. Y'all got me? And just looking at how far the Arits is from the Shamayim, it gives us something that we can kind of set a pattern or set a goal for trying to do. Let's look at something right quick since we're here. Look at the book of Barashit. Barashit 11 and 1. Before you get me that, get me Barashit. Barashit. Barashit, chapter I don't know. Let me see 8 and 1. Let me see what I want. We might play with it a little bit. In fact, make it 6 and 3 first. Then Barashit. Listen.
And Elohim said, My Ruach shall not always strive with Anus,
Yes.
for that he also is flesh. Yet his Yamim shall be 120 years.
Yes.
There were giants in the Aritz in those Yamim.
What happened?
And also after that, when the Ben of Elohim came in unto the daughters of Anus,
What happened?
and they bare children to them, the same became mighty Anus which were of old,
Yeah.
Anus of renown.
Yeah.
And Elohim saw that the wickedness of Anus was great in the Aritz,
What happened?
and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Listen.
And it repented Elohim that he had made Anus on the Aritz,
They repented them. Listen.
and it grieved him at his heart.
Yes.
And Elohim said, I will destroy Anus whom I have created from the face of the Aritz,
What happened?
both Anus and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air.
Yeah.
For it repenteth me that I have made them.
Listen. I regret that I have made them. Listen. Or bara. Bara. Remember? Made, created, bara. Go ahead.
But Nuach found grace in the eyes of Elohim. These are the generations of Nuach.
Verse 8. Chapter 8, I'm sorry. Barashit, chapter 8. Listen.
And Elohim remembered Nuach, and every living thing, and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And Elohim made a wind to pass over the Aritz, and the Ma'im assuaged.
You're going to make me back to 7. 7. Let me up at 7. What's the last verse?
24.
24. Take me at 7 and about 15. What you said last verse was 24?
24.
And I said 7 and what?
15.
15. All right, listen.
And they went in unto Nuach into the ark,
Yeah.
2 and 2 of all flesh,
Yeah.
wherein is the breath of life.
Yes.
And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as Elohim had commanded him. And Elohim shut him in. And the flood was 40 Yamim upon the Aritz.
Yes.
And the Ma'im increased and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the Aritz.
Y'all hear what happened? What happened?
And the flood
Back
was,
me up at verse 15 again. What happened?
and they went in unto Nuach into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh.
So that means he took 2 of every living creature? When he took them in by couples. That's why when they 2, they ain't just heard their way in there. They came in by couples. They came in 2 by 2. But we know he took of the unclean by 2s, and he took the clean by 7s, which means he took 14 of the clean, and he took 4 of the unclean, the male and his female. Y'all got it? So you're going to take 7 clean. How you going to do that? 7 is an odd number. Somebody going to have to double up. Y'all all right? So you're going to take in the male and his female. That's what you're going to take. He took in the male and his female. Y'all got me? All right. Listen.
2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as Elohim had commanded him, and Elohim shut him in.
Yeah.
And the flood was 40 Yamim upon the Aritz.
And what happened?
And the Ma'im increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lift above the Aritz.
Y'all hear that? So what is he telling you right here? He's trying to show you the difference of my ways. He said, I'm going to destroy Anus, whom I created, well, on the Aritz. Because he saw that every thought was only evil continuing. There was never no change. It was never a change. Y'all got me? So he's talking about destroy them. Well, in that destroying of them, look what he wound up doing. He put the ark upon the Ma'im, and the ark wound up going up. Y'all got me? Everything under it was destroyed. So he was trying to show it because of our way and the way we operate, we see where destruction is. Delivering from us got to be elevated. But in order for us to elevate, it's going to start through information. Why do you think he chose Noah? He said Noah found grace in his sight. For him to judge man, to say that man was in a condemned state, and to condemn him to where man was cut off, there had to be laws. The laws were violated to a point that destruction came in. But Noah found grace. By their definition, grace is undeserved favor. He found favor with Elohim, that Elohim spared him. And spare him, look where he took him to. He elevated him. That's the same thing we're looking for, to be elevated. But a lot of that comes through information. Y'all got me? And through obeying information. All right. Let me see over here in the 11th chapter of the book of, in the 11th chapter. Matter of fact, I tell you what, since we're there, we're talking anyway. Let's just finish reading it out. Listen.
And the Ma'im prevailed.
Listen what happened. And the Ma'im prevailed.
And were increased greatly upon the Aritz.
And was increased greatly upon the Aritz.
And the ark went upon the Panim of the Ma'im.
Y'all see that? The same thing Yahusha did. He went upon the Ma'im. That's how they took him up. The people took him up. He hasn't said you and came out as against a thief. Instead, they were coming to take him up so they could take him up to be crucified. He was the ark. He was being taken up. Listen.
And the Ma'im prevailed exceedingly upon the Aritz.
And the Ma'im prevailed exceedingly upon the Aritz. The same thing here. The people, they increased on it. Listen.
And all the high hills that were under the whole Shamayim
What happened?
were covered.
Listen. 15
cubits upward did the Ma'im prevail.
Yes.
And the mountains were covered.
Yes.
And all flesh died that moved upon the Aritz.
Listen.
Both of fowl and of cattle and of beasts and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the Aritz. And every Anus.
Every mountain. They give you what? Kilimanjaro, Mount St. Helena, they call him Mount. Every one of them was covered. Do you understand how high the Ma'im had to be? The fact that it could destroy even the birds? Every winged fowl in the Shamayim, not to mention everything that was already that was in the water. Everything was destroyed, except what he kept. And yet we come back to look at, people see that it's hard. They don't assume it today that him coming along, as sinners would say, Christian antics would have you to say, I can't see him killing all these people. Then you don't even believe the book. He only saved 8 souls by Ma'im. Only 8 were saved. Y'all got me? So why is it so difficult for us to believe today that he's not going to, for us to believe that he's not going to come back to destroy these people again as he'd done before? This was a pattern. He was declaring the end at the beginning. Hold you got. Look at the book of Romans, chapter 8. Sorry, chapter 9, verse 25, 27. Listen what happened. As a matter of fact, listen to 9 and 1. Somebody else had that conversation. Listen.
I say, the Amat in the Mashiach, I lie not. My conscience also, bearing me witness in the Ruach HaKodesh,
That I do what?
have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
Why?
For I could hope that myself were accursed from the Mashiach.
That's right. Wish they're going to put us right back over these people with their antics and their sorcery. Listen.
That myself were accursed from the Mashiach.
For who?
My Aki, my kinsman according to the flesh.
Who what?
Or Yasharal,
And what happened?
to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law,
And what else happened?
the service of Elohim,
Yeah.
and the promises,
Yeah.
whose are the Abba,
And
of whom, as concerning the flesh,
what happened?
the Mashiach came, who is over all, Elohim Baruch, forever Amat.
So when we look at that statement, we can find a similarity with a man named Moshe. After Yashral had committed the grave trespass, he said his people committed a grave sin. He even told them, he said, pre-adventure, I'll go up and I'll make kofar for you. And he told them if he wouldn't blot them, he said if he wouldn't forgive you, he said blot me out, which means he had to have a great heaviness and a continual sorrow, considering the man was getting ready to destroy you. Y'all hear me? He looked at the man was getting ready to destroy you. Yet when you hear Shaul's conversation, you always got to have something to reflect back upon. Y'all got me? As we learned the 15th chapter of the book of Romans, for 4th verse, for whatsoever things are written aforetime, written for our what? That we through patient comfort of the might have hope. Y'all got me? So this is what he's looking at. Let's see what happened at verse 27. Listen.
Yashayahu also crieth concerning Yasharal,
Then what happened?
though the number of the children of Yasharal,
Be as what?
the sand of the sea,
Tell her what's going to happen.
a remnant shall be saved.
So we see he already told us about that. When you look at the people at that time, the people had number and covered the panim of the Aritz. Yet he came back and destroyed it. All he said was a remnant. Another word we'll use sometime, you'll find in the book of Malachi. Malachi. In the 2nd chapter, 12th verse or so, he talked about them having a residue. Sometimes you can drink something and you'll have just a small, like some sugar in it, like they had them Yoo-Hoos years ago. Remember that? You'll drink and you'll have that residue. Although you had that big bottle container of this stuff, you'll look, or a car, you'll look, and there'll be a little something left down the bottom after all the rest is consumed. Well, you know what? He letting you see that you can see that in the natural, which brings us back to a statement. The invisible things are Elohim. How many of y'all have drunk something and you found saw the residue left? Although you felt like you consumed it all, and there'll be a little residue. Well, that's the same thing we learned through. So when he tells us about this, these things can be clearly seen, although they're invisible, because you hadn't seen it happen yet. But he's showing you some other things that allow you to realize it's evident it'll happen. Y'all got me? You see how a lot of times we miss stuff and people will come along and they'll in their own sayings and doing, they contradict themselves. Although you seem like you consumed the whole bottle, and you'll look at yourself, oh, there's a little something left down there. Residue. That's what he would tell us. Although Yashral was as the sand of the sea, he said, I'm only going to save a little bit of it. So when we hear that statement with Christianity, it's hard to believe, but it should be, because I've told you about it over him. I already told you about it in the beginning. I'm going to destroy you. You know why? Because you got to start looking at you. Your thoughts are only evil continually. And when you start looking even at the 1st chapter of the book of Romans, it's the same thing. It's coming to pass. Huh? It's coming. He talked about because of their imagination, how he gave them up to dishonor themselves. Women with men, women with women, and men with men, working at and tell me we have more of that today than we've ever had. We have more. Do you know how sick your mind got to be that you eating doo-doo? I remember we were kids and we used to make mud pie. You said, ooh, it look like doo-doo. That nasty. Y'all remember that when you were kids? Now these people are literally eating doo-doo and got it on their shirt. They don't realize, but you eating the refuse. But he told these folks that, he told them that day, what's amazing? You don't eat your own dung and drink your own piss. He told you. Sex, they call it gold showers. But a man pissing in a woman's mouth. But you know what? The invisible things of Elohim are clearly seen. It is. It's clearly seen. It's clearly seen. It's coming to pass more and more. It's being embarrassing when you tell somebody pissed in your mouth. But you know what now? Hey, that's the norm. The fact that you smell some people defecation and you can't breathe. How in the world you manage to eat it? But you know what happened again? He showed, because they wouldn't retain him in their knowledge. See, the book is right. See, it's written in the Nabal that they're all gonna be taught of Elohim. But if you don't want to retain this knowledge, I just let you go. Y'all hear me? That's just let them go. You don't want to keep it. Isn't that right? And when you don't keep it, now you're going to give yourself. Now, if you talk to the people that do it, they'll argue and fuss with you because in their eyes, it's like it's right. That's what he told you. Every man's way is right in his own eyes. That's why he tried to tell you, your thoughts, that's not the way I think. Your ideas are not my ideas. Neither, your ways are not my ways. To show you the difference, look at how I elevate and look at how you gravitate. You gravitated wrong. I levitated higher to a higher standard. And that's what we're trying to, even going back and about a sheet. Now we can go back to what they would call the beginning. You can see this ain't nothing new. He told you, my ways are just like the shop. When he was going to deliver them, he only deliver them by elevating them. Everything under them was destroyed. Okay. All right. And it takes us back to why you need to get an overstanding. Y'all got it? You start out with an understanding, but then it's got to get something on the inside. And when that yields, you got to get an overstanding. You got to get a command on how to live. And that's why we mess up. And we talked about so many times in 1 Thessalonians 4th chapter, furthermore then. When you make the statement, this is just continuing on our conversation. As you receive of us, how you ought to walk. So you can please Elohim, so you would abound. Isn't that right? The more information that you take in, the more information you start to manifest and begin to work in your behavior, you're going to find yourself becoming more productive. We already saw the man pattern behavior when he came and found a fig tree and it had no figs on it. They begged him and said, let it stay 1 more year. And then he come back and said, why cumber it? He said, why you keep digging around this tree and you keep trying to fertilize it, trying to make it live? He said, let it die. No man eat from it henceforth, no more. And they marveled at it, said his feet, the thing started withering away. It would serve no purpose. That's what we don't need. We don't need to come here, sit and hit a dabarim, and then don't serve a purpose. I told you before, laugh and all that, that's fine. That's all good in its place. When you don't have the right behavior, you don't possess the ruach, what good is it to you? I told you before, I don't say a lot of stuff funny if you ain't saved. I won't play about not being saved, though. I wouldn't play about I can't retain knowledge. I'm talking about the knowledge and information on how to walk. That ain't, I don't say it funny because you're going to be coming into judgment. And you come into judgment, you're going to find yourself in the condemnation. Some of y'all here so smart, I can't tell you nothing. I was telling mother the other day, I said, you know what, I got some people, y'all so smart in here. It's some of y'all, I couldn't tell y'all nothing if I wanted to. You too damn smart. Too smart. Too smart for your own good. It can become dangerous. You got to take your time. Some of y'all are just so, you just got that rebellion in you that you think that you covered up and you think it's not. But I see y'all. I see y'all. I can call your name right here to kill you. Because I already know you think you know. You don't know what you think you know. You don't. And let me tell you something. I've yet to find that I told these people in here something I've been wrong. I've yet to find it. It's just, you know what they're doing? They try their best to hide it from me. Don't let Pastor find out. They laugh about something else, but it ain't even talking about that. I'm yet to find, if I tell you don't do something now, I done told you for a reason. Yeah, but you know, because I'm bad. You suffer later. You suffer later. That won't help marry me with a lot of y'all. Contact, it's hard. Y'all know who way hard? A transgressor. It's hard when you're a transgressor. You make stuff hard for yourself. The best thing I do is take your time. Y'all hear me? It's where you got to take it in all things. You got to show yourself sober. You just can't sit here and take this and then you don't manifest. You got to manifest in your marriage. You got to manifest on your job. You got to manifest in other places you go. It ain't no good you just doing it here. What you got to be able to have when you walk outside the door. You got to have when you make a left or a right out of here. If you go on the expressway, if you stay on the back street. You got to have you cross the state line and you stay in the state. You got to have when you go in another country or you stay in this country. It don't matter where you at. It does not change. What happened, y'all do? That become your danger. Because we're looking at a pattern of behavior. Now, don't make no fool out yourself. That man not going to save all these people. I ain't going to lie, he's not saving all of it. But you know what I do? It's my goal, it's my prayer, it's my expectation he'll save all of us. Which means I got to do some work then. I got to put in some time to make sure the information got simplicity so you can grasp it, you got the concept of it, and you got to make sure you really comprehend that you got to make sure that you live in a life that you can be pleasing in His sight. Y'all got me? A lot of times we do stuff that pleases man. You know, you go by man's scale and man judge you, that's going to be different. A lot of people say you saved by their judgment, by their standard. I don't see nothing wrong with you, but you got the problem. The problem you got with it, they're not the orchestrator of your book, nor are they the author or the finisher of your faith. Huh? The man that put this thing together, Mr. Yahuwah. They talk about Mr. Muhammad. You know, I'm talking about Mr. Yahuwah. Give him all respect. If you're going to give anybody all respect unto him. Y'all got me? the man got an idea. His idea, his concept, he's for people jumping on board. When everybody that's not, the man's in the business of crushing everybody that's not in business they get on board with his idea. He's very persuasive to drawing people. I just said, well, look at how you're thinking and how your operation been working out for you. Look at where you're in your mind. It's some of y'all here, y'all do stuff so dumbfounded. It is, I mean, it's the simplest stuff that you shouldn't miss, but it shows again how unintelligent you are to pay attention. I know you can't, you don't know what you know here. Because of the stuff you do, there's no way you'll be doing it. There's no way you'd be as dumb and stupid as you are if you really paying attention to what you learned up here. Because you'll realize it's got to be able to keep you. You got to learn how to monitor, you got to learn how to think when you do stuff, and y'all think it be so damn dumb. It's so kid dumb. Wait till we have our married men. It's going to be beautiful. They will do it on live streaming. So everybody sounds stupid, y'all. How much y'all think about that? We'll do it on live streaming. Everybody hand down. Everybody raise their hand. They said, no, we probably don't want to do it that way. We probably don't. Because, shoot, you got it together. Couldn't be nothing that could come up, could it? Now, what they tell you? You know what the problem with that right now? Nobody raise their hand. Now, if I couldn't raise my hand now, because I wouldn't want them to see it and know it, what the hell wrong with me reading ain't looking at him looking at? I've been on live streaming the whole time. I ain't on live stream when he looking, though. See, here again, because the fear of him is taught by the precept of men. A lot of y'all to him ain't worth a shit them. Because your thinking process off. What you worried about them for? Hell, their marriage is wrecked. They in a mess. And you sit here and you going to hell backwards. You ain't got enough brain in your head to get on board when I'm trying to teach you, because it's going to help you. I got experience. I can help a lot of y'all. You ain't going to listen, though. You ain't going to listen. I put my paycheck upside your paycheck. My paycheck just eat your paycheck up. Be just like Moshe style. You ain't going to ask yourself, how you get that paycheck? Hell, because I ain't dumb as you is. There's a lot of stuff. It ain't about money. It's about the sense you need to have when you're doing stuff. Really trying to help y'all on a lot of ends of stuff y'all do. It's just backwards. It is. It's backwards. And it scared me because I'm like, I cover so much range of stuff that everybody here need to do. Let me tell you something. There's nothing my wife going to do going to get me outside of what I'm supposed to do. I don't see how that's going to happen. That's not going to make sense. Because my obligation to her is only because of what he specified. Y'all got me? That don't change. That does not change. Y'all got me? I don't know how no woman going to get outside of what she's supposed to do because she mad or upset with, because your obligations came from him. None of us in here know how a marriage should be operated, done, other than what we know what we've seen and what people said, but what did he prescribe? We talking about a proper marriage. That's why they got shade tree mechanics. You know why they got shade tree mechanics? And why they call them shade tree? Because you got people that have gone and they met specification. They know specification. They know mandates. They know codes. Shade tree, hell, I mean, I always did it like that. And that's why you shade tree. And it's going to show up in your work. Y'all got me? All right. I said, when we come back to look at the Dabarim, it's because we're looking at what specification, not what people have told us. Not how we feel, how we felt, not because somebody done made me mad, almost said, or this how I think, and this way I see it, or I wasn't thinking. All these are dangerous. This is bottom line. This prescribes for all of us here how we ought to walk. It's all about pleasing Elohim. So you can stay, so you can abide. What you think the purpose of, even when he came to destroy the place, he spared Noah and he replenished the whole rest because they pleased him. So this man kept abounding, even to the fact of getting Yahushua on the scene. Y'all got me? He kept abounding. Y'all hear me? This seed, because your Lord taught you, you're supposed to teach it to your children and to your children's children. And then they're supposed to teach another generation. That's how this law keep coming back up for us. But too many violations. We talking about continual existence. What they call internal life. We say some other thing. That's continual existence. How I'm going to get that? How do I even know about continual existence? I've never seen it. I've only heard it spoken. I've seen some things passed down. Y'all hear me? Traits ideas passed down. I saw men recall back on the name of the Father. We call Abba. Y'all got me? Or we call Abinu. Don't say that if he's not yours. So now we got to start looking at what allows us to be able to call upon or use these phrases, as we say. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff is just like a phrase to us, or like a saying to us. This got to be something that's directed in our behavior. Y'all got me? So we take on the information. Now we got to make sure we manifest something. Y'all got me? Because when Yahushua came on the scene, you ain't going to believe what he told you. He that has seen me, I bear the same traits, the same ideas. He had the same idea. Amazing when you sit up and you say when people recognized him, it's because they recognize him because you bear the same idea. We talked about before how you see some people, their genes are so strong, you can recognize people in their family. We've all said, we're spreading the country, it'd be no mistaking, you know them. You just, I know exactly, you ain't even got to tell me who you belong to. Well, that's the same thing with him. Because of his ideas and because of the ideas of the Abba, guess what? He bear the same. Y'all got me? But then what's our problem? The reason we can't seem to grasp the concept of this is what we got to do. It don't matter what other people say about us. You got to know within yourself that you are walking according to the Dabarim. And the only way we can do that, we got to go back and we got to look at what's prescribed. Y'all got me? Sometimes people take pills for, how many have taken pills for illnesses or rashes or whatever, or cream, and it'll say to do it for sometime, 2 weeks, 3 days, 5 days. How many of us have been guilty of not completing it? Because we see either one or two things that happen. Either we feel like I'm better now, I don't need it, which means sometimes it can be dormant and it can reoccur. Or we feel like it don't work. Did you take it for the prescribed time? Now, this is speaking on the natural state. A lot of those behaviors transfer over when it comes down to the, you've been given a prescribed time, you got to take the Dabarim. All the days of your Yamin. But let's be practical. You've taken enough, you don't need all of it. You're pretty good where you at. Or it ain't working. You see, these traits we have. Why do you think he allowed all these different things to happen to us? Because with these natural things happening to us, this makes you inexcusable. See, I've seen your pattern. I told they work out, I watch patterns. I watch a lot of stuff y'all do. You don't know, I judge out by patterns. People be like, that ain't fair. I don't know how you don't. I'm watching. I'm looking for patterns. Patterns. Because that pattern is going to let me see where other things happen. You know what a psychiatrist do? A psychiatrist come in, he ain't going to just, first thing come in, hypothetically, you walk in, I'm a psychiatrist, you going to walk in. If you coming in for a problem that somebody convinced you to come in for, they sent you for, first thing you looking at your mind is already set to try to make sure you don't deal with that problem. You know I'm going to come and you're going to be ready for attack to try to defend the reason for your problem. I'm not going to ask you about that problem, I'm going to ask you about some other stuff. And the reason why I'm asking you about the other thing, because I'm trying to, at this point, I'm trying to get a grade for exactly what all you got going on and figure exactly how you got to the point that you got this problem. Y'all got me? That's what you got to do if you're good at what you do, if you're skilled. If he come right in, he been more like forced, convinced, or pushed to come in, and then I come right on and ask him about it, he going to lose it. Or he ain't going to get no response from him. Because his mind already programmed. I know he go too far, ask me to. I already know he's set for that. Don't even make sense. Let's talk about some other things. Let's play a word game. Let me show you some cards. You're trying to figure some cards. I thought I was here for that. I know what you thought, and you are here for that. But I need to try to get you away from that. I need to try to find some other things that are going on. Because a lot of times behaviors are associated with something. Stupidity. Downright just blunted, just idiot. There's a lot of things you'll be surprised. People have behaviors and stuff come. I know where it come from because I watch your pattern already. Oh, y'all looking now. Y'all all right? Oh, let me tell you something. I know a lot more than what people think I know. I see a lot further than what people think I see. You know what I had to do? I had to give y'all enough time to hang your damn self. Huh? I got to let you do just like Yehuda. Put the damn rope around your neck. Your ass go a-swinging, and shit them start falling out your back end. Then I ask you want to listen now? Because I'm subject to get less resistant now. Y'all got me? It's hard to get resistant from a dead man. That's why he wants you to die. The first thing I need you to do is to die. The problem I got with a lot of you and him, you already done fallen in your mind, you ain't going to die. So I got to go all the way around the corner, let's deal with some other issue to get you to the point of, I know what your problem is. Y'all got me? Now, what we come in to look at the existence of Nuach, who they're going to call Noah, and his beings, is the fact that what we look at, what kept his existence and kept the trait still alive that he manifested, was the reason or the ability to obey. Y'all got me? And that's where we fail at it here. You have a direct Ruach that's going to fight obedience. And that's dangerous. I mean, I know what you, I ain't gonna say all that. Probably about 90% of you, you're going to fight it. You're going to fight it. It's just your being. You're going to fight it. It's just something you just ain't going to take it. You just not going to do it. You're going to take what you feel like is enough for you. And that's the dangerous part. He knows exactly what it takes for us to get to the state where we got to be at. But when you already done set in your mind and then disassemble the Dabarim to a point and you feel like you good where you at and you've already got your own ideas, that's the dangerous part. When we talk about the 10th chapter of the book of Romans, he said, my heart, desire, and prayer to Elohim is that they might. We talking about Yahshua, Varbel record. Y'all can't hear tonight, that's a zeal. We got to pray zeal. But you know where to show you up? Information. Because you don't know what you think you know if you ain't doing what I told you to do. You don't. You know, I talk with people and I tell people, this is even for couples, help them out. Sometimes what couples will do, and a lot of problems will come in, people say, well, I know I told them, or I know I said or whatever. I said, did you make sure that they got it? You can say a whole lot of stuff, but if I didn't get it, we're going to be right back to the same problem. A lot of times when people talk, people do stuff, you don't make sure a person got it. Don't assume because you said something, people just naturally just absorbed it in or actually have a mastery to what you said. You got to make sure they got it. Y'all got me? Because we ain't got it, we're going to keep coming back to the same problem. And that's what we happen, or that's what happens with us a lot of time. We really don't make sure we got it. We assume, or you'll go out with misinformation or misinterpretation. I hear people go back and say, Pastor says that. I never said it. A lot of stuff people go back, it's stuff y'all to go and put down your house. I never told you that. I guarantee we go back over, you didn't get that from me. I guarantee you didn't get it from me. You heard what you want to hear. Because you heard everything I said, you'd have heard the conclusion of the whole matter. Knowing your spouse is definitely important. Just like Yahuwah, he knew us. When Moshe talked with her, he told her, you know how they are. But then we operate, we don't even know our wives. Our nashim. Don't y'all know the book tell you, he that loveth his wife, loveth himself? Hell, there ain't no love jumping on top of nobody having no sex. You can do that with a prostitute. Crackhead. I mean, you can do that. Hell, you can go and get you a blow-up doll. Sex is not love. Sex was used as consummation. Y'all hear me? Or marriages. Sex is used for recreation. But sex is not love. Y'all got me? Okay. Book told us. Let's see something for a minute. Pick me up at your Ukanon. Aleph. Aleph. Your Ukanon. Your Ukanon. 5. Let me see. 5. Do 5 and 1. Let's see what that says. We'll read down. Listen.
Whosoever believeth that Yahusha is the Mashiach is born of Elohim.
Listen.
And everyone that loveth him that begot.
Who said everyone that does what?
Everyone that loveth him that begot.
Does what?
Loveth him also that is begotten of him.
That only makes sense. Ain't no way in the world you can say you love him and you don't love who he begot. Because who he begot going to bear the same tree. You know what? I love apples. But I can't stand that apple tree. That apple tree came from the same apple tree that I claim that I love. It all sprouted from the self-same. It don't make sense. Y'all got me? So now we're going to look at the begotten, which is important for us. Then he said, you're going to love the one that's begotten. Listen.
By this we know that we love the children of Elohim.
So now, so this is going to show you. Now, how I'm going to love the one that begotten, but I don't love the people that's begotten of it? Don't make sense, does it? He started saying you're going to love the one that's begotten of it. Then he said, well, children, this is multiple. Y'all got me. The same thing we're going to look at with Noah. Noah begot. Isn't that right? And then children sprouted out from them. We talking about the children that became the heirs for us, or we became the heirs through them. Y'all got me? Just like when he told us about Abraham, Yasaku, Jacob, all these men were begotters. Y'all hear me? Which only makes sense that he's going to love us if we're begotten of him. Well, this is the same principle he's telling you. Y'all got me? Because you're going to bear the same traits. Ooh, I just love this fruit. So if I see that fruit anywhere, do I not love it? I'm going to love it. Because I know the characteristics, I know the benefits of this fruit, I know the taste, I know all the ideas of this fruit, and I love that fruit. Whenever I see that fruit, there's a love for it, there's a desire for it. Well, that's the same thing he does. We learned in Barashik when he told you when he put the trees, and he told him to bring forth out this kind whose seed. You know what he said every one of them he made? It's ta'ud. Now, how you going to love everything that spring out from something that's ta'ud? Because it's going to bear the same trait. Well, that's the same thing we got to look at now. We're coming back and looking at some principal things we missed. We have got to come out and manifest the same behavior whom we said we're begotten of. This is how we show that we love the Abba, and then the Abba show for it that he loves us as well. Y'all hear me? There's an exchange. There's an exchange. You do what I tell you to do, I love you. Huh? And you'll love me because I'm going to show you the benefit in doing what I told you to do. A lot of us in here, you ain't been patient or you haven't been enduring or steadfast enough to even get to a point of actually seeing the benefit of serving Yahuwah. The average of us in here, you quit as soon as something goes wrong, as soon as something you don't like. Hey, you cry days off, do something stupid, retarded, run off suicide, do some ass backwards. I get so irritated. I just can't get quitting on him. With all the stuff I see stop doing, quitting on him ain't one of the options. Failing him is not the option. If people come back and look, even EU told her, shall we receive good and not evil at the same man? I'm going to sit around and thank him, love him for what he does for me and give me, deliver me from, but then he come and chasing the chatter, then I got hate for him and displeasure for him. Only thing he going to do is, God, how did he give me for my good, but then he going to beat me for wrong? Beat me, what I'm saying for wrong, it's not right for it to be done to me. It's got to yield me something. But when I'm not taught of him, I don't know that. First, I'm a man like you a man. Or ain't nobody going to tell me my dad is dead. Hell, and that's what need to happen. Maybe now you can see Yahuwah. Whole lot of little daddies and mamas and grandmamas and granddaddies and uncles and aunts and friends and boyfriends and girlfriends and wives and husbands living in us, and that's why we can't see them. Too many other kids, too many other obligations. And we got to get to a point that a lot of these things can get to the side. Like I said, you got to lay it aside. Just like Yahuwah did when he got up. That's why he got to lay it aside. That stuff can be a weight. Over grave clothes. What grave clothes going to do? How many people grave clothes make them get up and want to do something? Huh? Grave clothes just what they for. They for somebody just to lay there. And you know what happened with a lot of stuff we got with things, jobs, connection? A lot of stuff we got just like grave clothes. It just hold us in the same stagnated spot. It is. It's kind of just like here. How many of y'all, when you put your pajamas on, you want to go out and do something? What you typically do when you want to put on your pajamas? Or your lounge around the house clothes. Some of them might have some certain sweats, or women have a certain shirt they put on. When they put that on, it ain't to go out, is it? It's because I ain't planning on going nowhere. I put this on because I have some things I plan on doing, and I've dressed for that mindset. Nobody gonna say, let me go put on a suit so I can go ahead and cut grass, self at the valve. Okay, they're far-fetched. Oh, I know go shoot basketball with a suit. Ain't that right? Work out with Sunday, go to mean shoot. Him and Henry Gray. Only one I know. I thought just my daddy let him shoot everywhere they go. Hell, he take a shower with him. But now what we're looking at, because certain clothes or certain characteristics or certain ideas or certain behaviors got a dress that go with them. Y'all got me? That's why the book told that you put off concerning the old man with his what? Conversation. Not just speech. He's got a behavior that go with it. And then he talked about the deceitful lust, because there's a desire behind what you're doing. He said you got to put it off, and that you be renewed in the ruach of your mind. See that? So when Yahuwah got up, he couldn't put that stuff back on. I got to be renewed. Y'all hear me? Because information. There's been a rebirth now, so I got to change. I got to put this stuff aside. Isn't that right? It's just like when you look at even with Daoud. He started, no doubt, to go with it, which I hadn't proved. I ain't coming out with no grave clothes on. Isn't that right? He went with what he knew to stand. Y'all got me? That's the importance of us making sure we comprehend the information and we put it into play. I know a lot of times, he get on us, and people look at this. You know why I get on y'all? Because I refuse to be a hypocrite assembler. I don't give y'all no passes. You screwing up about that people? Yeah, y'all be screwing up. But you know what I ain't going to do? I ain't going to lead the sheep. What y'all going to do? He done told me to set a man over here. He ain't gave me the man to go off and leave, and they ain't doing what you tell them to do. They disobedient. He told me that. That wasn't even Moshe. That wasn't his desire. Anything, I'll go up and pre-adventure, I'll make a kofar for us. But that's been done through him. I'm not finna jump on lead no congregation. There ain't nowhere in the world a man gave me no right to give me no mind to do that. Lead them because they're not doing what you tell them to do. I've been disobedient too. Y'all hear me? See, a lot of stuff people do. That's why I said information can be dangerous. I know I got some Bible quotas and people be going, sometimes you can know just enough direct. Because sometimes you'll be just shooting them Bible verses and it'll be just enough to trap you in and you'll be cut off. Because your own mind, you done drew your own little world, and your own little world, you only see it getting smaller and smaller, and you just dying out. You don't realize you're a damn dummy. That's why he hired me. You know, I don't have no problem telling you. Live stream or live stream? Who in here want me to tell me they're a damn dummy on live stream? Raise your hand. If you are one. How many of y'all, if you are one, you want me to tell you right now, raise your hand up? Something, then the four who weren't here, they didn't want to raise their hand. They knew. They said. You know what they said? That joker said. They know I said. Right here on live stream. I let that thing loose in there right. On live TV. I don't be caring. You know why I don't care? Because I embarrass you to get you better. You know what I don't do? I refuse to serve somebody and be hypocrite. That man done told me a hypocrite ain't going to come in and say, what am I saying, a hypocrite? Y'all are here, y'all hypocrite. No, you ain't doing what you need to do. But you don't care, though. Let me say. We'll do both. EU 13, 15, and 14, 11. EU. Y'all can tell I'm feeling it, ain't it? Well, that damn, how many times are you down? Oh, I'm about to lose it. You know what I look at with us? It don't take nothing to quit. It take everything to keep going. It don't take nothing to quit. All you got to do is stop. We was in there running yesterday on the treadmill. Two of my best runners stopped. They said that, who? Tim stuck it out that time. Tim stuck it on that. It wasn't you. So they let who the other two people have been? Danny and Dwight. They stopped running. Dwight was running good. I know Dwight finna stop. His leg get it kicking back further. He get to leaning more. I looked at me, I said, he finna let that thing go. By the time I looked at him, done cut it off. But when I say that, now, that's not that they failure. Now, don't say everything, but I just showed them. They said, they're rough over there. Well, they didn't stop the next day. He ran. It took him a longer time. He ran, 8 minutes? Never ought to see him run 8 minutes. But you know what happened with all of us, and I do that. I told you, I convinced myself. And I take that even from a saying in the book, when Shaul said, I'm persuaded that nothing. A lot of people say stuff. Do you know what happened when you talking about rhythm when you're persuaded? Y'all got me. So what I do, I persuade myself to keep going. When I'm real tired, I tell myself, just a little bit more. You can stop. I keep playing myself the whole. I had to keep talking. I had to keep telling myself, just we about to stop. And myself be saying, okay, we about to stop then. Okay, we about to stop. I just got to keep talking myself through it till I get to where I want to go. And then by the time I push up a little bit, I need to just get on through this and get through and take a break and say, you know what? I tell myself, I said, that's it. No reason to run a second one. Just go ahead. You done ran the one. I walk around, give myself about 3 minutes, no more than 4. I said, let's just jump back on and just run it one more time. I tell myself, start running. Myself be saying, this some shit 'em. Because self said it. Self said, shit 'em. And sometimes Tim might come later. Ain't that right? Later on in the run. By the time I get through, I'll be like, Tim, you done? It still be counting, though. Ain't that right? When you're talking to yourself. But, you know, you hear people say you got to encourage yourself. And I taught myself, and I be saying, you ain't got to do this. You can go ahead and stop. People don't, when I'm on that, I be talking to myself. I keep pushing myself. Because if I don't, it's easy for me to stop. Everything saying, hey, my knee hurt. This don't make no damn sense. Everything in my mind said it don't make sense. So when I told him and saying that, I told him, sometimes you might just have to slow it down, but don't stop. The reason why I say that, the same thing I have in our life, we're doing the natural. Once you teach yourself that it can stop, self will start setting a mark right there. Just like you teach yourself you can quit. I'm telling you, that's easy. Once I stop one time on that, my second said, that's our new track go right there every time. Run out and you feel like that, stop. And I had to tell myself, you don't. Now, I be thinking I'm going to die. Don't make no mistake. I be thinking, I do. And then I be holding my breath and running. And so, drop everything, be like, it might not be working, but I keep convincing myself, and before I know it, I'm done. But everything in me telling me, stop. You ain't got to do this. Stop. You don't have to. Stop. But then when you look at the success coming in, when you push through it, and I convince myself at that point saying, when things come at me and try me, I ain't got to stop. All I got to do is level to set myself. Y'all got me. That's what I tell people. I told them, I just mentioned, it was the wife who did, and I said, instead of stopping, I said, just set a pattern for yourself. Set a standard for yourself. Don't stop. You might drop your speed, but you still keep going. That's the same way we look at this walk. Sometimes you could be at your high point of running or taking off. You don't just come and just desettle or de-escalate, what's the word? Descend because of, you just got to learn how to level yourself out. Let me tell you a bad pilot. This level. I just got to level it till I get there. Keep the nose up. Y'all, my best chance is keeping my nose up. This, destruction. I don't stand a chance. If I'm coming like this, it's just a matter of time. One. This is over with. I got to try to keep that nose up as much as I can. You got me? Till I get to where I need to be. And that's the same thing I look at. You got to set these marks for yourself and stop trying to find reason to quit. Everything in you going to tell you to stop. Don't do it. As soon as I cut that thing on, it be saying, what the hell? It's a lot of stuff going on, but I have to fight that. You know why? Because I take what I do in there, and I have to look at when I'm out here. It's always somebody, something that's going to come at me, but I can't let it stop me. So I got to be able to convince myself through what I know in this information that I can do it based upon prior experience. That prior experience I have that I've proven I've done it is about you've done it before. Y'all get me? Just like he said, and you know what happened? I don't make a shame. See, a lot of stuff what happened to us, you hear something, but you don't realize you got to be put in situations. I mean, it's so, how many of y'all heard I'm persuaded that nothing should separate me? That's easy to say that. How many of y'all can't say that? Because you got a teeth and tongue, you got a mouth. So you can say it. It's another thing when you can do it. To say I'm persuaded meaning something we didn't consider. I'm persuaded because people have tried to come and give me other information. People have tried to give me other ideas. So I've seen what works, just like we've heard in Jeremiah, who's staying in the ways and what? Ask for the old path. Where is the good way? And when you find it, the whole purpose of what I'm trying to do is get rest. Because you've been taught in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, he said, in this body, what we do? Wrong. So it's always, sometimes you get up, you know what I'm saying? They say, what's wrong? Nothing. How many of y'all had that sometimes you get a pain and get a feeling and you make a noise? Guess why? That's book. If you didn't, he'll be a liar. Sometimes the smallest thing, man, you can say, he proving that all the time. Because now he said, Now, I'm trying to get you to a point where you seek an expectation. The expectation is to get past it. Just like when people that work out, you're either trying to get a weight goal or trying to get a bill. Well, that's an expectation. So you have to keep working to get there. So certain things make you looking at yourself, not becoming pleased with yourself. Some people please, I'm proud of myself. I don't have no problem with looking like that. That's dangerous. Because some people don't have a problem with being a sinner. Y'all got me? Just like people, this is dangerous. In natural life, people set goals. People say, well, you might get a skinny guy say, well, you know, I want to like put on some muscles. Like who? They ain't gonna just tell me just some muscle. You got something in mind. If a woman come to me and she tell, or she work, not just him, just use it, and she say, I want to lose weight. Like who? She's got an idea of what she wants to look like. Y'all got me? Which means now she sets a goal, or he sets a goal. Man, just come and say want muscle. Well, you can get, do you just want a muscle, or do you want a certain muscle build? Based upon who you seen. Y'all got me? Well, that's the same thing when you saying you want to be saved. Based upon who? Based upon what? What's your idea of being saved? Who have you seen manifesting? You got me? That's the purpose of why we going back, because these people that we go back to look at are proven. We got to go what's proven. People pick certain trainers because they're proven. The people that they've trained have always, people did the same. You got certain people when you in the league, no doubt had names for training. People like, such and such, they know or a facility. Miko went, well, I don't know what he's doing right now. He went to a facility. That's actually his head that's up and his ass that's down. So what happened, that depends on which way you flip it. But listen, but there are people in places that have credibility. Y'all got me? To be able to be proven to say the people that we get that follow the program get this results. Y'all got me? Well, that's what we're looking at. You trying to get the results that's going to give you muscle, the muscle where you'll be able to stand. You need strength. You got me? The book says you got a little what? Well, I mean, you need to get some more. We got to increase it. When he talked to the top ones, he told them about how it was a possible but offense to do what? But warn to that man. Told you these different things happen. If I hit this man, I offend this man 7 times a day, I tell the man, forgive me. What he supposed to do? Forgive me. Then he said they heard that. What they has to do? I'm going to need to get stronger. I ain't there. I'm going to need to get stronger. Y'all got me? I need to get better. Well, then you can't just sit here and say increase and not do something. Y'all got me? Which means you got to put something else behind it. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know who I'm talking to. Man, I'm just talking in the wind with y'all. It is. Because, I mean, I try to break this down to a simpler form that we actually get. People model certain things. Everybody that got something, people model cars, people model other people model clothes, people model, when I say model, they look at these different things, and then they try to treat this status. People got their own people themselves. Dancer, they mad at somebody, they feel like they're a good dancer based upon who you seen. Who you seeing the reason you think or you feel that you're a good dancer? Because I dance like somebody everybody says is a good dancer. People gonna model something. People say they're a good basketball player. Based upon who? Because people say I play like somebody, and I seen somebody and I know I play like them, and I know people say they're good. If I'm a good football player, it's because of what people, I model something. This is why he don't have no problem with condemning us. Now, you can do all this, and you can grade yourself and say you're good or great based upon these models. Why you can't meet these expectations? These are in your grasp. Guess what you don't need? No arms to obey. I'd have a willing, if it be first, a willing mind. You can have one leg or two. You can be blind, or you can have better than 20/20. You just got to have a willing mind. Y'all got me? When I do things, I try to correlate them into what my real goal is. Y'all got me? Like I said, man, I want to look good. I want to live good. So I want to make sure, I want to try to fit or make a complete package. You got me? Because a lot of times it's easy to perfect one or two things. A lot of times our perfection come in things that's comfortable or easy to us. You'll see some people practice some stuff, and some people are not smart. They practice stuff they're already good with. Practice stuff you're not good with. Look at Shaquille O'Neal. Do he need to practice? What did he do under the board with a ball? I wouldn't even waste my time. Free throw. Every time he come to the gym, I wouldn't let him touch. And he'd be like, why I'm here? The rest of it you got. This is where the problem comes. And you know what? And you know what a stupid fool don't realize? He don't think he need it. Because he forget. Let me get you for a second. We down home. You Shaquille O'Neal. You on the go. You finna do what you finna do. Work with him. What they just call? Go to the free throw line. I'm going to kill him every time. And all they're going to do once I get my foul, take me out and put somebody else in him. Now that mindset he have, when I down here, I kill them niggas. This ain't hard to beat. You don't spend time. Guess what happens? That's what the devil do to you. The stuff you not perfected is where he gets you every time. You know how many games been lost from that free throw line? Valuable points have been lost because people didn't pray. They felt like, I'm so good here, why worry about that? Let me just stay with what I'm good with. That's where you mess up. The people I work out with know I'm telling them, we going that way, I make y'all work out on. Everywhere. I try to make it work. I said, we can't afford to. He's right. Well, you know why I tell him? I said, the people practicing for you, I said, they practicing for that. That's what I tell you, I don't know. Every time I tell them, don't make no difference. I said, the people that's going to come for you, they practicing. I said, better than what you're doing. Okay. All right. You know when you'll realize it, a lot of times they'll realize it when they come get you. S&E sold them been in combat, been in wartime, they'll tell you. If people practicing for you. And you'd be surprised you got to feel just how well people practice. Go out there and try to fight them saying nigga. Them jokers used to that heat, ain't it? What they were doing, they getting out that plane. What our folks were doing? Plop, 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 plop. These had soak, beat swole up. Them folks sitting there. Nothing wrong with them. Hell, we been waiting on you. Y'all snow niggas in the sand. I ain't say slow niggas, extra. Slow ass. No, I ain't say that. I'm talking about, but you been in the snow. The people that's coming after you have been practicing for you. Y'all got me. When I'm talking about that, I'm not even talking about the natural man. I'm trying to get y'all right in the ruach. This is how he gets us, because he already got other devices. He know he gonna trip you. You good in a lot of areas, but there's some other places you mess up at. And you know where the average of mess up at? At the book of Shmuel. Goodness, man, y'all got me going tonight. Shmuel Aleph. Little white, you don't call it 1 Samuel. Shmuel. Shmuel. And my prayer for all our people to get perfected. You know, as he blessed us, Baruch. 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 15. Do one. We'll play with this and jump down. Then I'll get back over there and finish up, Most High willing. Y'all all right? Listen.
Shmuel also said unto Shaul,
what did he say?
Yahuwah sent me to anoint thee to be Malach over his people, over Yasharal. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the Dabarim of Yahuwah.
That's the first problem right there come in. We talked about that before, assuming. Listen.
Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Yasharal, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Mizraim. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both Anus and Nashim, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. And Shaul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telaim, 200,000 footmen and 10,000 Anus of Yehuda.
Yes.
And Shaul came to a city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Shaul said unto the Kenites, Go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites.
Why?
Lest I destroy you with them, for ye shewed kindness to all the children of Yasharal when they came up out of Mizraim. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites.
You said the Most High work for us. I mean, even with people that show us favor. I try to tell people, it's to a benefit to show favor to the people of Elohim. These people, no doubt, when they show kindness unto our forefathers, had no idea it'd come back and how to be Baruch unto them. But if you chose to stay and you be here with them, you know I'll destroy you along with them. And that's the same thing, while you listening to that, that's the same thing when he come back to get these people. That's why he told you to come out and be ye and believe it. I want you to be separated. That's right, Badon. I want you to be separated. Isn't that right? So I can receive you. You don't want to be among these people when he come back to kill them. And a lot of us are so entangled with these people and so entangled with their ways and their ideas that the ideas of Elohim don't seem practical. That's why I said my way is just not your ways, huh? My thought, you don't think the way I think, do you? And look at the distance. Look at where you at. When we learned about Yahushua, he told us about the stance. He told you, behold my servant. He said, here he's going to be a stall. You ain't going to believe what he's going to be. Very high. I wonder why. That's my way. That's my way. And so a lot of times we ain't look at that. But first, you know what we have to do? Humble. Humble yourself. Come under subjection. That's what he did. Look at the stuff he took. Why he didn't have to take it. But he humbled himself. A lot of stuff y'all don't realize. I don't want nobody to talk to me. Some of y'all, your ruach just bad. It's bad karma. It is just bad karma. You waste more time trying to fight me and get around me and try to outsmart me. What's your benefit? This is what I don't look at. This is what I don't get with some of y'all here. I got people here waste their time trying to make sure they say, I try to start the man radar. Because I don't want him to see me. Then he going to be watching me. Then he going to be getting on me. Let me see. The eyes of Yahuwah are over the Sadiq. His ears are open unto their prayer. But the face of Yahuwah is against them that do evil. And they don't consider that. You do wickedly. And he put you in my sight for a reason. So you can get corrected. If it's something you're not doing, you got opportunity to get that right. While you worry about the embarrassment, you ain't looking at it's nothing not to see you and leave you where you at. It's nothing to just give you over to spoilers and let these people just run through you and just do whatever they're going to do to you and then cut you off. There's a reason why he got you in my sight. But y'all don't consider that. Y'all got me. Y'all consider, then people going to be saying he always calling me. Why you think he put that kind of time on you when I got all these? I got about 100, approximately about 150 members. Why he going to waste up that much time on you if it ain't because he loves you? You got an opportunity to do one or two things, change or just go on and die out. But we don't see it that way. We so busy, because again, your thoughts not my thoughts. Your ways not my ways. And that's the difference. That's why you steadily going down and nothing is working. In your own mind, you just thinking you got to try to put something together and you realize the first thing you need to do, you need to get under subjection. All right. Finish reading this and I'll tell y'all something y'all missed too. Listen.
And Shaul smote the Amalekites from Havilah unto thou comest to Shur, that is over against Mizraim.
Yeah.
And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Shaul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings and of the lambs and all that was Shaul, and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refuse, that they destroyed utterly. Then came the Dabari of Yahuwah unto Shamuel, saying, It repenteth me that I have set up Shaul to be Malak, for he is...
He said, I regret I did it. Make the man have regrets. He said, I regret I did it. Tell him why.
For he is turned back from following me.
See that? He let him know that you ain't even following me. A lot of stuff y'all doing here, and you'll think you ain't even following me. And his mind looked like he did. Listen to what he told him.
And hath not performed my commandments.
And now let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all honestly think this man felt as though he was not obeying when he did this? He thought he was obeying. But he let him know he's not following me. Y'all hear me? He let him know he's not following me. Y'all know that? A lot of times y'all do stuff, and in your mind you'll think because you hear you still follow. You're not following me. Ukanon 10:24. Ukanon 10:24. Our whole goal, we gotta get to perfection. Y'all know I love to laugh, don't y'all? Y'all know I love to have fun. Y'all know what ain't gonna have fun and play with? You going to hell. I don't see nothing to play about that. Come on, somebody say, you going to hell, and you gonna be here, you be like, wow. I'm entrusting you to give me where I gotta go. Y'all got me? And that's what you gotta look at. You want somebody to really care about your final estate. That's the most important thing than anything else we could be doing here is your final estate. Y'all got me? The language is beautiful, but it don't benefit you if you ain't got no behavior. If you ain't got the concept of making sure you can take correction, making sure you can walk upright, making sure you are trying to perfect those imperfections that you got. Y'all got me? And I tell y'all, that seems over from the Dabarim. It makes you want to perfect everything. Don't make you go get, hey, take my line and run it back across that way. No, I want it straight. And I'm offended if you don't cut it straight. They be like, what's that all? You know why? Because the way we got it is straight. He made a man get a plumb line to make sure it's straight. Y'all got it? Meaning in order to keep it straight, guess what? It had to be restricted, which means when we do things, it's a restriction on stuff. Y'all got it? It all parallels all the other stuff. I watch y'all do stuff. I just tell you, a lot of stuff, if it's actually working for you, that's why I don't get this broke, begging stuff people doing. It don't back up what we got. It just don't beg it. It don't make sense. I mean, the man taught us business sense. Told them make friends with the unrighteous amendment. So when you fall, they might receive the everlasting habitation. Got to make connects. You got to move and make you smart. You got to know how to get around. You got to know how to maneuver. Huh? Okay. I just don't know how to do it. Everybody around him wasn't broke. Yahushua Arimathea wasn't broke. Everybody around wasn't broke. People, I mean, he teach on every end how to deal with these people politically, how to deal with these people tax-wise, how to deal with these people when they come down to warring with these people. On every end, he done taught us. It's stuff about it. Y'all don't know, but I'm going to get around and tell y'all about it, and y'all will see. You don't know him like you think you do. I'll show y'all some stuff about him and show you he's a lot smarter than what they think, Leon. He's a lot smarter than what people think. Y'all just don't know it, though. You know why you don't know it? Because he didn't tell you yet. But I'll show y'all he's smarter than what people getting credit for. He's real smooth. You thought turn the other cheek mean let the cracker hit you on the other side of your face. No, he's a lot smarter than what you're thinking. He knows exactly what he was doing. He told you how to make real political stand. People study him. Your Dr. Kings and all these folks, your Dr. Dre. I don't even think the boy been to school, has he? They done made him a doctor. Only in California. Hell, I ready to make him a doctor down a straight hood. Ain't that right? I'll make him a gangster. He's a better doctor than he is a gangster. But now we're starting to just look at really paying attention. But this is what I tell y'all why we hadn't addressed some things that I've been saying. I was like, well, we ain't going to win. Because if we don't get the concept of living right, what good is that going to do for you? Let's just be honest. If we don't get the concept in our hearts and make sure, I want to be right when this man come back. That's the most important thing for me. I want to be right. So whatever it takes, whatever measures he had to take, or whatever position I got to be put in to get me stricken to be there, at the end of the day, I don't like it. Y'all got me from a flesh perspective, but at the end of the day, I got to be saved. Y'all got me. And that's going. In order for that to happen, then it's got to be proven. Which means I had to keep myself in a position where whatever his will is, you got to learn to accept it. Man, I had lived that day and a half I couldn't see, but that was rough. That was rough. They put some stuff in my eye. We was talking outside. You remember when I came out that left? But I got that thing club at, I couldn't see nothing else. Them jokers downstairs, nobody check on me. Hell, I'm walking, isn't she lovely? I done do a little Ray Charles. I just lay there. Listen to TV like what? Trying to listen to Fred Simon. Hell, I need to see it. I said, boy, it was rough him. A lot of things. I said, boy, you just little simple things you take for granted. But you know what? There was a lesson in it. All I kept, you know what? I was more angry with myself. How did I wind up doing that? How did something as simple as that I wind up? You didn't. I did, and for a reason. Y'all hear me? It's a lot, because a lot of stuff we take for granted to put us in position and let you see. It's just the Baruch of Yahuwah and his Ta'ud that we even hear. That you even existing with a mind that even want to live right. People ain't wanting to live right. You know how many people are based on, let me tell you something. There are so many people got the information, the complete language, the book, all this information. But if it can't keep you from being a hypocrite, a liar, a false pretender, it can't keep you from contradicting yourself, from doing other stuff, and having the love of Allah. People can't pronounce. You can't tell me how you love them. What good is all this? I can't say I love you. Where's the power in this at? Hell, I might well go and speak Latin. Pig at that. It's a lot of stuff you see people do, but you can't do the simple. What good is this if you can't do the simplest stuff? Simple. But then what you say got to be manifested. I mean, a lot of people say they love, but they don't actually manifest it. You got me? And some people can't say it. Feel that you can know so I can get them moving. We're going to, well, matter of fact, I had to come back to that one. Come on, this 10:24. Yeah, Ukanan 10:24. Listen.
Then came the Yahudim round about him, and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Mashiach, tell us plainly.
Listen.
Yahushua answered them, I told you, and you
what
believe
happened?
not.
What happened?
The works that I do in my Abba's name, they bear
do.
witness of me.
Listen what he told them.
But ye believe not,
Because?
ye are not of my sheep.
What did you say?
As I said unto you,
Tell them what happened.
my sheep hear my voice.
And I do what?
I know them.
And what they do?
They follow me.
And what happened?
And I give unto them eternal life.
The reason why we went and looked at this, because he told you that Shaul, he ain't following. He's not following. That's the problem he realized. When he came to, he told him to hearken. A lot of people assume they hear. It's like some stuff that I'll be getting on y'all about. It be stuff you done been told. You ain't hearken. I'm talking about diligently stop to do what you need to do and pay attention. You know why? Abarim 2:1 tells, therefore we ought to give. Most serious state of mind to the thing we heard less at any time. When I had it in me, y'all see how much slipping going on around here. Hell, you'll think these people got butt on their shoes. Because you know what happened? You don't get them on earnest heed. But y'all forget, though, if the word spoke about Malachi was steadfast, and if every transgression receive a just recompense and reward, how you going to get away? Because you done neglected a great salvation, which at the first began to be spoken by Yahuwah was confirmed unto us by them that heard him. He got some art for you, some signs, some wonders, and you're going to wind up perishing. Yeah, this is how important it is for us to really make sure, on both ends, two ends, faults of him, husband and wife. Couple of husband and him. You're not fair. You're not just. You're not. And you know you're not, but you're going to do it anyway. You're going to go to hell and you're going to drag your family hell with you. Just not just. Y'all know y'all not. This ain't nothing new. Y'all know this stuff. This ain't nothing new. Some of y'all women, you so hard-headed, you so emboldened in your way you're going to do something, and you're going to go to hell for being stubborn. But none of y'all ain't going now because you ain't heard. That's the only reason he let me tell you. You need to know why you're going. That's being honest. But you know, the whole thing is why we come and we try to hit it out, because we're trying to avoid these situations. Avoid them. It don't make sense. It don't make sense to give up everything you got. That's something that brings me back to grips to realize, why did I stop doing what I was doing? Why? Why? For what purpose? I didn't like me. I didn't want to be me anymore. I want to be different. I wanted security. I wanted to know I was right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do that to come in and go to hell. Y'all got me? I let go of a lot of stuff and a lot of people. I was just like a lot of people here. I love my family too. I just be with my family, do stuff with them and be with them, then you just grow away from certain things. You just realize you get to a point where you realize there's a divide in the road. I got cousins I grew up, we were like sisters and brothers. We grew up so close, but when that Dabarine come and made that change, you just realize, it's like, can two walk together except they be agreed? I'm just being honest. Somebody come on hypothetical, me and Cam, I usually, and me and get it, man, crackhead Cam, crackhead, crack. I don't be thinking, I don't smoke crack. I didn't get off around Cam. Cause I don't want to be named with no crackhead. Y'all got me. But the same, man, we got to have, and then there's going to be more pride. There's going to be more pride. Y'all know that. It's like a woman, she ain't no hoe. She somebody like, girl, you bet she a hoe. She be doing everybody. You be like, because somebody going to think I'm a hoe. But then you be with people and stuff that he deems saying, these people whores in my sight. But then you're going to try to use the love of God. Because ain't the love out there, it's the love of God. Well, you're going to try to rationalize, try to put together how they going to know if they don't see me. Somebody got to show them. You're going to show them by your obedience, but you show them by your disobedience. Okay? Just helping y'all out. There's a lot of people going to hear that Dabarine, and a lot of people ain't going to never hear it because some places I ain't going to go take it out. I ain't finna go to no strip club and take this and that. I'm not finna mess up. I know I was strong when I was in there. Ain't none of them hoes in them, if they still got any mind remember my face, they don't remember me doing this. Not me. And I say, hell no. I ain't never been no paid master. So they just said, man, I make it rain. You do all you want to. I knew God paid $1,000, I win. Hell, if I give you $1,000, I'm going to need $1,100 back. Because that's a loan. That's a loan. I ain't never seen it. Even I'm married, I ain't never seen $1,100 worth of sex. In my life, I ain't never seen it. That's not possible to see that much sex. Y'all hear me? Some of them here, they thinking, I mean, it depends on, you know, I know. Everybody different. I like credit. You don't have to pay back. Y'all hear me? We play around the house with a little money. She know that, let me get that back. We ain't gonna play like that. She know we not gonna play no $1,000. She know we not playing like that. Hell, somebody, a member gonna slip and they be telling you get it. We not gonna play like that. You want to get some Monopoly money and run around here? Yeah! That's about far we can go. Now, I get $20 worth of ones and throw them at you. But we not going to play no $1,000. That damn near tax refund money. I can't play with no $1,000 in there, right? Wrap it? No. Somebody member going to slip in there, right? $100 or $50 bill or $20 going to come up missing. No, that thing get out, that be it. Ain't that right? My credibility, but I'm like, oh, you know, in my rep. When he told me in my rep, she gonna make a video or something on me later on YouTube. No, I paid her $1,000. Y'all all right? All right. Come on, baby, there. Olive Shumawal, 15th chapter. I love it though now. Listen, 15. What verse we left off at?
11.
15 and 11. Listen.
It repenteth me that I have set up Shaul to be Malak, for he is turned back from following me, and have not performed my commandments. And it grieved Shamuel, and he cried unto Yahuwah all night. And when Shamuel rose early to meet Shaul in the morning, it was told Shamuel, saying, Shaul came to Carmel, and behold, he set him up a place, and is gone about, and passed on, and gone down to Gilgal.
Yeah.
And Shamuel came to Shaul, and Shaul said unto him, Baruch be thou of Yahuwah, I have performed the commandment of Yahuwah.
Y'all see what happened? He said he done already did it. A lot of y'all and him feel like y'all doing what you're supposed to do, but you ain't asked me. That's why I come on the scene to try to shoot him down, let him know. In your mind, you think you probably run this stuff right. You just don't know until you meet me. He thought he was doing good too, didn't he? You heard what he said. I asked something on me all the time, how y'all doing? Great, positive, nothing, everything good. But hell, he must think I'm stupid. That's impossible. I don't say that on her and my wife, great, positive, every time you say it's impossible. Unless y'all do not live together. And y'all not married. And y'all don't know each other. That's the only way every time my husband and wife, tell me, every time I see you, great, wonderful, powerful, flowing, running down, pressed, I just look stupid. Hell, I had one for going 22 years. Not possible. You might get one of them every other month. Isn't that right? That's all you're going to get, because you're going to get on their nerve, they're going to get on your nerve. Isn't that right? It's just being honest. It's impossible. It's like he said, man, it's impossible. It's impossible. But then that's got to be because a lot of times we grade stuff by our standard, in our mind, by our thinking, our ideas. It don't happen like that. It just don't. Somebody poop. Anything gonna happen. Isn't that right? Mess a moment up. Something gonna happen. I remember like my eye was hurt. I was sitting out there, laying out there, Allie came in there, she told me, I said, I said, my foot. I said, damn. I said, hey, look. I said, I can't have that. Hell, I can't see. Now she gonna compare that to her foot. I said, please, let me have it. Can I please have that one moment with these eyes, my two eyes? Now I see her foot. Yeah, the doctor, I said, please, I don't want to hear about your foot. Just let it be about my eye. I got to hear about your foot all the time. She'll find something. Be watching TV. I said, what that? I said, here we go. I just roll it. I said, I ain't finna hear about it. He's going to get all technical and drag it all out. I got to go to, let me just roll on over and go to sleep. Then I had the eye, here I can't see. You looking for gifts and showering in compassion. Hell, she gonna throw her foot in there. They don't walk up. Oh, my foot. I said, here we go. I ain't gonna win. I can't have nothing by myself. And I was surprised she ain't had to roll her bed and put her beside me. I didn't put that out there. Listen, come on, put this up.
And
And
Shamuel said,
what happened?
What meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in mine ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear?
Yeah.
And Shaul said, They have brought them from the Amalekites For the people spare the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto Yahuwah thy Elohim, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
Listen.
Then Shamuel said unto Shaul, Stay, and I will tell thee what Yahuwah have said to me this night. And he said unto him, Say on.
Listen.
And Shamuel said, When thou wast little in thine own sight, was thou not made the head of the tribes of Yasharal, and Yahuwah anointed thee Malak over Yasharal?
Yeah.
And Yahuwah sent thee on a journey and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight.
What you think gonna do to the sinner when he come back in? Notice he throws sinner in there. Because you know, a lot of times you look at all these nations, they won Yasharal, they were sinners. See, people missed that what he was talking about. He said, destroy the sinners. Who you think he come back in to kill? Sinners. They missed that. They keep hearing about the Amalekite. He talking about sinners. These are transgressors. You're a transgressor. Who you think he gonna kill? See, he don't set a man up when he come back in. He ain't got no problem with your babies. Black or white, Asian, Hispanic, mulatto, whatever. He ain't got no problem killing your babies, your women, or your men when he come back in. Because he already done seen the faults of the other people that came before him. Everybody came, nobody ever kept steadfast to it. So he already know what he got to do. I ain't sparing nobody when I come back in. And he done told them, man, he not bearing the sword in vain. Y'all hear me? When the man come back in, he not pardoning your transgression. His name is in him. Y'all go ahead and be stupid. Keep doing what y'all doing. When I tell y'all something, more time. I already done seen you. I know y'all like, listen, I just let y'all keep going. A lot of stuff I just watch and just keep going. If I tell you something, it's because I know I can watch you. I already know where you at. You think you somewhere else, and you're not where you need to be. You need to be paying attention. I get a lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all do stuff. If I tell you don't go do that, I already know. You're going to sneak around me. You go do it away. A lot of y'all, how many of y'all guilty of him? None of y'all. Miko ain't guilty. Ryan ain't guilty. Who else ain't guilty? How many of y'all guilty of him? I tell y'all do something. You go, see, some of them here, they be honest. Some of them be honest. Some of y'all, they don't see nothing. None of them don't see nothing. None of them, they say. Because you know what they thinking? Like, Shaul, I've done everything you done told me to do. What else this guy possibly ain't done? I just call y'all name. It's other folks in here. Please don't get yourself rattled up. You hold your drawers, your tighty whities, or your fruities, or your boxers, whatever it is. But I can help a lot of y'all. Y'all know, how many of y'all know if people in the room have done opposite of what I told them? Raise your hands up there. How many of y'all know people have done opposite of what I tell them? Hell, I don't know how these folks ain't had their hands up. I mean, goodness. I call it every time just like it is. Because let me tell you something. When I tell y'all something, it's because I know you. I know your situation better than you'll know it. You will assume, because you're going to look at it from a standpoint, ain't going to be no ruach involved or think about what's fair. What's really logical is always going to be to your benefit. And a lot of times that'll hurt you. You can make decisions because y'all got them, but I'm saying everybody, just not y'all, this all these men here, especially married men. You make decisions, but if your decisions are stupid and dumb and lame brain and crippling, it's going to hurt you in the long run. You'll get a non-performing woman real quick. It ain't hard to get a non-performing woman. Huh? Just totally against you in every way, because you got to start looking at how you do stuff. And where y'all first compliance obedient got to be, right here. You put that foot down, you can make sure you can always be an example. Say, do you see me disobeying the word, the dabarim? Do you see me go against? See, now you got standard. When they watch it, they don't know women to watch it. Women say, yeah, you ain't doing what you need to do anyway. You get ready for this kick. Y'all hear me? They don't know that, though. The women watch, women more time with you. Okay. They're more time with you. They try to say, but women smart, they're smarter than me. I had to learn that. I didn't know that. I'd be like, man, no, they're smarter than me. I remember Jessica, you said, how you gonna be smart? Because you blink too much. They don't already thought. They outthink a man, you blink too much. They blink. Trying to tell you, see the Joker blink, he's scared. I got it. But I mean, just being there, they women smarter than men. They be thinking the whole time. When you ain't thinking, they thinking. When you thinking, they thinking. Isn't that right? You stinking, they thinking. You know what they thinking? You stink. They thinking, you stink. In your mind, you thinking you good. No, you stink. And you make dumb decisions. If some of them women could tell y'all without y'all cutting the food, they'll tell you, You about the dumbest ass nigga I ever seen. They'll tell you, they just look at, yeah, you gonna cut the food, make a mess, then you'll come around and be like, I gotta go behind the board and laugh and then piss my pants. Then come back, I said, well, you know, you gotta kind of, why how you talk to your husband? And they be saying that, but you know I'm right. I'm like, yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? But we can't be telling him that. My whole thing here with everybody here is to be real with you and help y'all out. A lot of times, even with this thing, I try to help a lot of y'all out and just give you information and tell you stuff. I'm telling you, it'll benefit you if you just take your time and listen. This what y'all realize. I got a reputation. All I got to do is give you some bad, screwed up information, bad idea. They ain't going to let me live that down. So if I tell you something, it's going to be because I assure you I can see better than you can see. You're only going to look at something. If you want something, I know because I've done it. If you want something where nobody else think, logic, compassion, equal, fair, ain't even on the table. It's all about what I want and what I want to do. And you don't realize you can do enough of that until they can wind up putting a real wedge in the marriage. And it'll kill you. It'll kill you. After a while, the woman feel you don't listen. Hell, she'll watch you to your death. Can a woman do that, women? Can a woman do that, women? Y'all heard them women? Okay. They can watch you straight to your death. Feel like, I don't need to keep fighting it. Let you go straight to your damn death. Shoot yourself straight down in the hole. It's hard. People don't realize you take your time. See why these people out here watch. I help them out here. Y'all don't realize, if people out here watch me, you know why they watch me? They say, I can appreciate that, man. They look at it and say, I didn't know I didn't hear what I thought I heard. Chantel, you gonna have to get that. Don't put down that baby. That baby can't poo that high. That baby down. She'll say that she did it. She came up like that. She gonna look down. Chantel came up about that high. She said, "This gonna look at the baby like, baby down there was good and sleep." That joker pooed like a grown man. I know he got to be changed. That joker came up 6 rows. That deep. He regular like that. God, man. You might let him do like Zach, go drawsless. That joker, he do that on a pamper. And them things padded. Woo. But he got a draw with a hole in it, but a dead gonna ride. Isn't that right? You see folks, you don't see stone, cave open, isn't that right? Goodness. But again, what we're looking at, even this statement, he told him to wait. Let me go and see what is the word of Yahuwah. He told him to say on. Let's see what he told him.
And Yahuwah sent thee on a journey and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed.
Goodness. Come on.
Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of Yahuwah, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of Yahuwah.
See that? That's what we want to look at. Want to know how you going to do something wicked, Rasha. Why you didn't listen and do what you were told to do? A lot of stuff y'all look at, stuff come back to get y'all in the long run. If I tell y'all to do something, believe me, I just don't gain nothing and tell you nothing wrong. I just don't get it. You got people out there that do that. But whatever, it's like one of them things they get off on. You know what I'm saying? It's like a high or whatever it is. I don't get nothing from it. It ain't worth my time to tell nobody wrong. I really tell you what, I pride myself on being somebody, if I give you information, if you take it, it'll work out. I do. I don't get nothing out of say, well, you know, I'm 50-50. In my line of business, I can't be 50-50. Y'all got me? I got to be on top of it. You hear, if I tell you something, it was an honest mistake. You got me? But so far, I managed to keep it straight in the middle. Decisions y'all make sometimes, they're not good decisions. And in y'all mind, y'all feel like it is, but it's really not. And I try to get y'all men to do that. Like, you're just bad thinkers. You're bad doers. You won't. We're going to get on this one here. I'm here now. This is nothing new I'm telling y'all about. This is just being honest with all y'all. Ain't nothing new I'm telling y'all about. When y'all, people knowing themselves, you know yourself when you're doing wrong. You know when it's bad? When you don't know. It's bad when you don't know. Y'all got me? Just like Shaul him. Because he was told, and he told him to hearken. First they told him, make sure you hearken when I tell you. But when you see these people, they take off and they run and they go anyway, and you think you got it, and you try to manipulate and go around. And in your mind and heart, you feel like you're right. and come back to burn you later. Took the man down. To the man down. He just moved. And that's what we don't want to get ourselves in a position where you feel like, I just can't tell you nothing. You just a person not to be dealt with. You so consistent in being disobedient that he just remove you from out of his sight or remove his care for you. That's what we don't want. The reason why we read this and we go back over this stuff, y'all guys here, y'all really play around a lot. It ain't just the men. Please, when I say y'all guys, I know they say, he talking to Ryan and me go, I'm talking to every ass that can hear me. To what connect to the ass that run up to the neck. I'm talking to every one of y'all in here, and including the women. A lot of y'all is just brainless, some of the stuff y'all do. Nobody here got no excuse to go around what your obligation is. It don't matter what nobody do, you still got obligations. I can't go out here and change and do different because I feel like what other people do. I still got obligations. Y'all got me. And it come down to it, and we hear this doctrine come to put every house and every place in order. Y'all got me. Just set it in order. Whatever's out of order, once that doctrine comes, they got that. They got it. What we going to do? When Shaul done told him he want to go and see what Yahuwah said, he said, say on. But now they don't come back to be for his good. And sometimes what y'all are doing here, y'all will mess around, and when the correction comes, the correction ain't coming to be the correction to put you back on the path. The correction coming to let you know you finna be out of the way. That's what we don't need. And this is what we find the grace of Yahuwah, the fact that how many times have we all of him been guilty of going contrary when we've been told not to? But the fact he done spared our life, given us opportunity, and you'll still be stupid. There's a benefit in obeying in Yahuwah. Y'all keep going, you don't do stuff, you just gotta have stuff. I just watch y'all, give y'all time. It no way it's gonna work out. It can't work out. And it's scary if I tell y'all to do something that you do it any damn way and feel like something good gonna happen. That's contrary. How you gonna do that? You gonna say, let me show you something. All I hate Dabarim. Y'all believe the book? 29:1. One thing for me, I'm one of them people, I'm fair. I'm fair for the woman, I'm fair for the man. I ain't got no friends with none of y'all that come out when we got to do what the book say. I got people in there, I know I tell them, they got to hear it now. That's just bottom line. Y'all hear me? That's just bottom line. How we gonna be friends? We gonna tell each other the truth. Y'all got it. That's the truth. That's being honest. I don't want nobody to be no liar to me. I know some stay around. I don't want to hear it. You ain't got to hear it. Go to people gonna let you go to hell. People don't care. I care about y'all estate, man. What purpose? I mean, what? Y'all give up too much to do brainless, bonehead, stupid stuff. Y'all do some dumb stuff in here. It is like, I'll say some stuff in humor to see if y'all will catch it, see, well, maybe they'll get it and move on. Don't let me have to get it. Because a lot of stuff I try to avoid, John. How many of y'all know? Who in here know why I try to avoid stuff, John? Who? Why? Who know why I try to avoid stuff with you? Abraham hit it dead on the damn head. Tell it louder for him, Abraham. He is exactly right. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good if I meet you in the way. It's not going to be good. It ain't going to work out. I ain't taking no pumpkin. You ain't going to take none either. And somebody going to have to break. It's just when Yahushua would come. If just when Yahushua, he would come to Moshe house. He would come to kill somebody. It's like, this is not going to work out. It's just not going to work. It ain't going to be to your benefit. So I had to use wisdom to say, you know what? Give you a break, let you kind of go on, hope you catch it, and save yourself. It ain't going to make sense. Who ain't going to make sense? Move me out of the way because you don't like correction. It don't make sense to just go ahead and take you down. Because you've been told, you've been warned, you don't heed. And it's like trying to get y'all to avoid some stuff, just think for a minute. You all got, what is my purpose? Just be honest. Then they feel like, I'm trying to mess you up. Why would you be here? I keep backstabbing you. I keep doing stuff. I keep telling you wrong. That's a direct offense. That's crazy. But damn, every time you tell me it do happen, it work out, I listen, then why would I go any other way? Why? It's like, why am I trying to work to go to hell? People going to hell ain't did no work. Nothing but wrong. It don't even make sense. It makes sense. What is the purpose? Do he want me? Do he want my wife? Do he want my kid? Do he want my bills? Do he want my house and my car? What is it he want? What? Y'all kill the most time. And it's scary. It's scary because, I mean, I would have to ask myself, what do you want? I dealt with people now, they got evil intent. You got to watch people see what their intent is. What's my intent? How many of y'all done beat y'all out of something? How many of y'all done lied to and tricked you out of something? Well, hell, I don't know. So what am I trying to do if I tell y'all something now? All of a sudden I'm changed and I'm going to go to tricking you? Got to look at path. Let's look at the pattern. Huh? And the pattern is trying to make sure you don't get yourself in a bad situation. All right, listen.
These are the Dabarim of the covenant which Yahuwah commanded Moshe to make with the children of Yasharal
Listen what happened.
in the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he had made with them in Horeb.
You hear this? This besides the other one. You know what I love about him? See, they so-called lying father had enough sense. When they actually printed the Constitution, they realized there was some other things that needed to be amendments. That's what he looked at. Because if y'all had gone back and you didn't know, you wouldn't be here today. That saved a lot of us. Y'all know that? Because if it wasn't for this, you weren't there. He said, the covenant I made, it's with them that's alive this day. So you weren't even living. How much control you had in your living or your birth? He said, well, the covenant I made with them who are alive here this June. So if you weren't there, you don't have no parts with it. Do you see where amendments were just made? That's what he told them.
These are the Dabarim of the covenant which Yahuwah commanded Moshe to make with the children of Yasharal in the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he had made with them in Horeb.
Yeah.
And Moshe called unto all Yasharal, and said unto them, Ye have seen all that Yahuwah did before your eyes in the land of Mitzrayim unto Pharaoh, and unto all his servants, and unto all his land, the great temptations which thine eyes have seen, the signs and those great miracles.
The art. He said, you seen the art? Listen.
Yet Yahuwah hath not given you an heart to perceive,
Listen.
and eyes to see, and ears to hear unto this Yom. And I have led you 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes are not waxen old upon you, and thy shoe is not waxen old upon thy foot. Ye have not eaten bread, neither have ye drunk wine or strong drink, that ye might know that I am Yahuwah your Elohim.
Yes.
And when ye came unto this place, Sihon the king of Heshbon and Og the king of Bashan came out against us unto battle.
What happened?
And we smote them. And we took their land and gave it for an inheritance unto the Reubenites and to the Gadites and to half the tribe of Manasseh. Keep therefore the Dabarim of this covenant.
He told you, make sure you keep it. What happened?
And do them.
And why?
That ye may prosper in all that ye do.
So you're looking at that. What kind of people you think they were they killed? Sinners. Who else going to come out and fight them? Some more believers? Them sinners. Said we destroyed them, and we took everything they had from them. And we gave it to the Reubenites. We gave it to Reuben. Now you come back, he told you, now I'm telling you now, you done seen everything I did in Mizraim. You done seen you seen the art that I did in Mizraim, that you saw his sign and you saw a sign in Mizraim. You done seen how them destroyed these people. You need to make sure you pay attention to this Dabarim. Listen.
Ye stand this Yom, all of you, before Yahuwah your Elohim.
Yeah.
Your captains of your tribes, your elders, and your officers, with all the Anus of Yasharal.
Yeah.
Your little ones, your wives, and thy stranger that is in thy camp.
Listen.
From the hewer of thy wood unto the drawer of thy ma'im.
Listen.
That thou shouldest enter into the covenant with Yahuwah thy Elohim, and into his oath, which Yahuwah thy Elohim maketh with thee this Yom.
Yeah.
That he may establish thee this Yom for a people unto himself.
Listen.
And that he may be unto thee an Elohim, as he hath said unto thee, and as he hath sworn unto thy fathers, to Abraham, Yatzakut, and to Jacob.
Look how you always go back to him. Listen.
Neither with you only do I make this covenant and oath, but with him that standeth here with us this Yom before Yahuwah our Elohim, and also with him that is not here with us this Yom.
Boy, ain't that good? Folks don't realize, man, Baruch. What you gonna do? Who in here got control of when they were born? How many of y'all were younger, you want to be older? How many of y'all got older, you want to be younger? That just show how damn confused we are. He can't win. All I want to do is be old. You lied about how old you were. Now you got him, you're still lying. I'm going back. No, I ain't about almost 50. We can't stop lying. We're lying when we were young, now we're lying when we old. He's like, you can't win with them. But the mere fact, because you want to be old, you said if I was old, I could have been in that time, then I would understand that, then I would know that, and I would have said I seen that. But now he said, guess what? I already made preparation whether you was alive or not. Only he will have the kind of mind to set this up for us. Listen.
For ye know how we have dwelt in the land of Mitzrayim,
Listen.
and how we came through the nations which ye passed by.
Y'all feel like, how many of y'all feel like that's Baruch, the fact that he saved us and still set up no provision for us who weren't alive? Y'all agree? And he's talking about how he going to Baruch. Listen.
And ye have seen their abominations,
Yeah.
and their idols, wood and stone, silver and gold, which were among them.
Mm-hmm.
Lest there should be among you
Listen what's going to happen.
Anus, or Nashim, or family, or tribe, whose heart turneth away this Yum from Yahuwah our Elohim,
What happened?
to go and serve the gods of these nations.
Like what?
Lest there should be among you a root that beareth gall and wormwood.
Yeah.
And it come to pass, when he heareth the
It come to
Dabarim,
pass. What happened?
when he heareth the Dabarim of this curse,
Yeah.
that he Baruch himself in his heart,
He going to sit down. He might well bless his damn self. Huh? He done bless his damn self. You done heard that. He done told you now. Make sure you give good heed to this Dabarim. You heard everybody listen to the goodness. I always listen to Ta'u, how he done took these people down. But he told you, you did pay attention to the arts that I did in Mizraim. You did see the people I took down that came out against you, right? You need to pay good heed. And now, this is where you miss. When he told you, I'm not only talking with just you, but all of them that are alive with you this day and those that not, which means your ass think you good because you thinking you weren't alive, and he telling you, this is for your ass too. He covered himself. They're going to take the, see, he said he going to Baruch us, or, said bless us. And he going to be the blessing from them. I'm telling you what else going to happen to you too. Because the reason y'all don't do what I tell y'all to do, because you got some wormwood in them. You done seen wood got that worm in it. I already know y'all got that God is already in there. What make y'all not do what I tell you to do? The goodness of Yahuwah? So like Joe Claus, you just no damn good. Listen.
saying, I shall have shalom.
You hear that? It's going to still work out. Even though Pastor told me not. Even though Pastor tell me, even though I lied to him anyway, it's going to still work out for him. He's working it out. Yes, he's working it out for my good. He's working it out. Go ahead and be stupid. Let's see what he told him.
Though I walk in the imagination of mine heart.
You see that? I told him they ain't got his ideas, his thoughts. See that? He let you see your thoughts are not his thoughts. Your imagination, not his imagination. Just like his sign is higher than a sign, so are your ways than mine. But you're going to go ahead and tell yourself it's going to work out anyway. Come on and listen to what else he said.
To add drunkenness to thirst.
What happened?
Yahuwah will not spare him.
You say he gonna forgive him and what now?
Yahuwah will not spare him.
What going to happen?
But then the anger of Yahuwah and his jealousy shall smoke against that Anus.
I wonder why he going to be jealous. Because you done took on another God. You ain't listening to him. You serving somebody else. That's the problem we got. I ain't serving. You're a liar. You are. If you ain't hearing his word, you listen to somebody. That's why he said in his jealousy, because I know I told you something, but you ain't do it. You listening to somebody. Somebody got a hold on you. Listen.
And all the curses that are written in this book.
You say blessing what now?
And all the curses that are written in this book.
You're going to get you some blessing. Blessing, blessing. Blessing, blessing. That's what you're going to get yourself. He said all the curses that are in this book, what happened?
Shall lie upon him.
What happened?
And Yahuwah shall blot out his name from under Shamayim.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah shall separate him unto evil out of all the tribes of Yasharal.
Come on.
According to all the curses of the covenant that are written in this book of the law.
That's why I told him, make sure you take good heed. Make sure you hear all this Dabarim now. Because everybody start jumping and running and prancing. When they hear how he going to Baruch, and they say blessing. He said, make sure but see, when you know what you do? Most people do the same thing just like he did. You just heard enough to take off running. You didn't hear everything he just said. Because I told you about a curse too. Because I told you if I tell you something and your ass don't do it, I'm going to get you. I'm going to set my face against you. My anger going to be kindled against your ass, and I'm going to be against that man. I'm going to take that man. I'm going to blot his name out. Y'all hear me? I'm going to separate him from all the tribes. I'm going to take this man, and I'm going to be against this man until he be consumed. That should have had me scared. Kind of like I always refer back to that movie. How many of y'all seen Unforgiven? With Clint Eastwood? But I should know it, don't you? You seen that movie, man? When they rolled up there, they went to tell Clint Eastwood the lady would bring him the money. And he said he was going to give Ned his part. She said, Ned dead. He said, Ned ain't dead. Ned rolled back already. She said, Lil Bill got him. And said, Lil Bill started beating on him. Said, at first he wouldn't talk. Then he told him, said that you were really William Money, the one that dynamited women and kids back in 17-something. And he said, and that didn't scare Lil Bill, did it? She said he kept beating. He didn't mean to kill him, but he killed him. He took him a drink of liquor. He went right down there and he killed Lil Bill and all the rest of them. I say that to say this. This don't scare some of y'all, does it? The women too, some of them ain't here. Some of you in this room. A lot of you in this room and on the other end. This don't scare y'all. Because something's wrong with your mind when you've been told something and your ass assumes it's going to work out and things going to work. You didn't hear this man? I'm going to set my face against this man. My justice is going to be kindled against this man. Because I know I told you. Why y'all don't say? But I can tell him, I told you. You believe not. The works I do in Yahuwah's name, they bear witness of me. But as I told y'all before, my sheep, they hear my voice, they follow me. They don't know the voice of a stranger. That's why he ain't got no problem with killing them. Because if you were his sheep, you would follow. You wouldn't be doing that opposite you've been told anyway. And y'all don't realize, listen, whether it's the day, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's next month, whether it's next year, whether it's 5 years, whether it's 20 years from now, he's going to get you. Time is not a problem. Y'all do know that, right? Time is not a problem. He's going to get you. Y'all read some other stuff that was said that I'll deal with. Hopefully let me deal with it tomorrow if he see fit. But we're trying to deal with the fact that you guys not being obedient. You guys are strictest for you going to do stuff your way. When your mindset tells you to do something, you're going to do it. It's going to hurt you in the long run. And it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. And if it ain't got worse yet, because it's a snare. For those that are getting worse, because he's trying to turn you. For those that are not, if it ain't happened to me, it's only because you're being set up. Because he told you, you need to pay good heed to the Dabarim. He said, you need to make sure you need to hearken, you need to listen. Because what he told them, he made sure this was going to cover us. The ta'ud and the curses. He made sure we are, listen, you got, everybody, we got. If he done told us not to do something, we do it. Then you didn't pay heed. But you done told yourself, I know what he said, but that's your mind. That's why he told you. He came right back to remind us, your thoughts are not my thoughts. Your ways are not my ways. My ways are a whole lot higher and different than your ways. Come on, finish this up. Allah Shumuel 15.
Verse 20.
Verse 20. Listen.
And Shaul said unto Shemuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahuwah.
That's what they say to him. Ask him. Ask these folks to him. They'll tell you they don't obey him. When they pick and choose what they want to pick, ask them. They're going to tell you. You know what? Depending on what you ask him, yes, he obeyed. Ask him, did he obey everything? That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. He said, I have obeyed. Listen.
And have gone the way which Yahuwah sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites.
Listen.
But the people took of the spoil, sheep and oxen, the rosh of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto Yahuwah thy Elohim in Gilgal.
What happened?
And Shumuel said, Hath Yahuwah as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices in obeying the voice of Yahuwah.
He dropped one S because he's going to use that other S when he put your ass with the extra S in him. Means equivalent. Okay. That's what I'm asking y'all. He said, you saying that this equals out. You do some of what I tell you, and you come and offer me an offering, a burnt offering, or a sacrifice. I'd rather you had did what I told you, and you kept what you had. Because when you offered it, it was sin. It's sin. And that's the problem we got to get. And that's our problem. We keep trying to figure out how to justify sin versus we got to get the mindset, don't commit sin. That's something why get upset. They do stuff, they say stuff, they do stuff, then they sorry. That's not good. What's good is, which is ta'ud, is just don't do it. Same thing to man. Call my wife a bloody whore. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to apologize. I'm going to buy a flower. I'm going to get her a car. I'm going to get a stinking, trashy whore. Call my wife that. Then I'm going to go get her a car and go get a house, and that's going to fix it. You know what would be better? If I just had never done it, and I had treated her like a wife. Machine. See, that's what Yahuwah come back and do. Because he's looking at the stuff that you thinking you're going to come give for a sacrifice or for repentance of what you're doing, ain't cutting it. I just rather you obey, especially when you have the ability, you have the information. Therefore, you are inexcusable. Inexcusable. Y'all ain't tired. They tired on me tonight. I know it's rough. Man, it's rough. They thinking, they trying to look and say, is it them two? I'm talking to everybody on the sound of my voice. These women not exempt now. Don't think they're exempt. Because they'll sit back and watch you guys fall. They'll work for y'all demise. Let me tell you what's bad with any of you guys in here. It's bad when you can sit back and watch the other one fall versus I'm going to warn you, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to try to contend with you to try to get you to turn. But if it's just a point that you're going to go, I'm going to be gone. I ain't going to sit around. I put mine out to tell to go somewhere I get a apartment. I ain't going to sit and watch you go there. You're going to go somewhere else. It can't be him. But y'all don't have that mindset. I'm going to just sit here, watch you fall, and watch you go on and go to hell. So where you at now? What is it with you? Because he that loveth his wife, loveth himself. Same thing, a woman, she supposed to love her husband, her children. Supposed to be discreet, chaste, keep her at home. Ta'ud, obedient to her own husband. That the Dabarim or Yahuwah be not blasphemed. Because he know what he told you. You know how you blaspheme it? Because what I told you about a sheep in the 3rd chapter, I told the one, I was going to greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. And your desire is supposed to be to your husband. He's supposed to rule over you. It's just bad. We got some bad rulers. Because when you sit down and you start checking them numbers, you'll find out they don't add up. When a ruler right, the number's going to come out right. The measurement is going to come out right. Either you don't know how to properly use the rule or it's just the rule wrong. One or two things going to be a problem. I go and put on there, at 5 feet, you come back at 3'8", something wrong. Either you don't know how to use the rule or the ruler wrong. Y'all got it. So one of the problems going to be the issue in them homes now. The ruler wrong or you don't know how to use your rule. Y'all got me. Let me tell you something for us. We're looking at modeling people, a noose that came before us. These men that loved and feared Elohim cared about and took care of their homes. Y'all got me? They made sure things were done, and there was a care when you talking about doing that. Daoud told her the man that ruled over a noose got to be just, got to be Sadat. Some stuff y'all do not Sadat. In your mind you think it is, but you know damn well your stuff not right now. You know it ain't. It don't make sense. It only makes sense in your own mind. You know it ain't. And you know what got me out why these folks here? These niggas are actually thinking, what the hell could I be doing wrong? Instead of, what the hell am I doing right? This would be an easier, quicker answer. Nothing. Damn near nothing. It is. I got one person, true. They sit here, they act like I'm just talking Swahili. I ain't got no reason to tell y'all nothing wrong. But it's dangerous when you keep going and you keep going, you keep seeing, and you don't want to take no credit. You just going to go on anyway, and you're going to hurt your damn self. See, other people let y'all keep going because people look at one or two things. They don't give a damn, but they just don't want to be bothered. Sometimes it's hard to keep talking to hard-headed people. Some of y'all here, how many of y'all here know y'all my hard-headed member? They ain't going to raise their hand either. Be the way your hand at. Man, Ivan. Damn, they hard-headed. They like stay sick. Yeah, Abraham. There's some more of y'all in here. You on my list now, Ryan. I see straight through him. Like saran wrap. Yeah, you can't even color it. You put a flat light behind in front of saran wrap, it's going to go straight through it. It ain't going to stop. You think saran wrap going to stop a flashlight? A high power? No, you see straight through these folks. There's some more, y'all. My goal is to get everybody on point to be where they got to be. Mike, you to hide from me. They said slide where I can see you. I don't know where y'all come up with some of that knowledge. Y'all slide and hide and stay out of my sight. Y'all need to be in my sight where I can help you. Anything I'm going to tell you is going to be to help you. Once I see you doing good, why you sitting there by you been doing good, huh? Uh-oh. Oh, hell! Now I see him. Now he been doing better. Yeah, I appreciate it. You don't know, I'm going to tell you, proud of you. Tell me, you took a lot of argument. You took a lot of fussing out, ain't it? Ain't it? Was I wrong? Is it any better for you? I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to tell nobody here to do their wire wrong. I ain't going to do no fools. I'm telling man, I don't do it help any one of y'all. What I'm going to get out of messing y'all up? This y'all, man, you talking about this a test of your salvation. Folks look at, oh, I'm just quit. No. You know when I quit and got something, if somebody got their mind, they don't want to be saved. Hell, I ain't got nothing to do. I can't do nothing for you. And listen, if a person want to be saved, I can work with them. If you ain't trying to be saved, what am I going to do? The book said, how forcible a right word. What does my argument prove? If you don't even believe the Dabarine right, where are we going? Because that has the mandate any behavior we got. I don't care. I don't care what they say. Hell, I ain't finna keep saying to him, so I gotta go. Hell, you trying to burn. That's being honest with anybody. Man, that Dabarine gotta control us. When that call, it don't matter how you feel, what you think, what you've been thinking, how long you've been thinking. This is the Dabarine. This is Yahuwah. His credibility is his word. And that's got to supersede how you feel and what you think. You know you're a dumb ass. Why do y'all act like y'all don't know what? I can't believe some of y'all damn sitting here looking at me like that. I know damn well y'all do some dumb stuff. I be trying to help y'all out the whole time. You be like, goodness. I just get y'all to follow, just take your time. Take your time. Y'all hear me? Everybody get prompt. Everybody got something going on. Y'all hear me? At the end of the day, I got to be saved. I got to be saved. Don't take nothing to quit, walk out. But if somebody got a mind, two people got a mind to be saved, ain't nothing they can't work out. You just go and tell the truth. I ain't trying to be saved. That's how I'm being honest. I ain't trying to be saved. Because you got a mind to be saved. That's going to regulate. When that Dabarine comes, that's called K for me. I got to do this. Huh? This is the will of Elohim, even my consecration. What are the ways it's going to be? I'm talking about being consecrated when the man come back here. I'm talking about being separated when the man, just like he told the Kenite, get you from among them. Consecrate yourselves. Huh? All right. I won't have no prayer. I'll slay your ass. I do just like Moshe said, he going to bestow a Baruch upon me. Huh? So everyone said, consecrate yourself. Take every man his sword. I got the book. Word is quick and powerful. I'll cut your ass. Like I had them, I didn't know he was setting me up back there. I popped right out with that saw. He said, what you going to do? I said, don't run. I didn't know he was training me up then. We were friends. We were drinking and joning. He had got a couple of good ones in. Hell, things changed. I said, don't run. What did he do? Nigga, don't turn your back on the bow with no saw. Zip! He said, man, you just cut him. I said, don't run. All you had to do is just shut up. Don't ask me what I know what I just did. I said, just wipe me. You know, I like, oh, I can't believe I seen a pretty cat. I did. Hell, I know I just cut him. What you talking for? The whole time I didn't realize he was setting me up. Said, son, you got to be able to take that sword. You got to be able to cut. And we were friends. But you know what happened? That's the truth. If you can't cut your friend, hell, who you can cut? Isn't that right? If you can't cut your friend, hell, who you going to cut? Isn't that right? Well, who would have told? He said it was a friend that did it to him. If it had been an enemy, so I could have borne it. Huh? So man, my equal. We were all the same. Hell, they had to take that cut, though. Y'all hear me? At the end of the day, y'all got to take this. That's for your soul to get saved. Hell, you been going backwards your whole damn life. Ain't nobody never stop you, nobody never correct, nobody never firm to put you in place. Then you always want to make up when you do something wrong later. Ain't no makeup. You're going to put yourself in a position where you ain't going to be able to make up for all your wrongdoing. You know, we done got comfortable with thinking we can pray, get some oil, we can just confess, go get password. You can get yourself just like this, man. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see when the man said, we done. I repent. Listen, I regret the day I ever dealt with you. That man tell you, what you think going to happen? He going to turn? No. When he said, I regret I made man, what did he do with him? He said, I regret I made him malak. What did he do? What you gonna do? That man said, I regret I sat here and I let you come and hit this dabarine. Your ass is done. Y'all keep sitting in here playing, going down backwards. Over damn sleeping, stupid stuff. Dumbass ruins. Stuff irritating like y'all some babies or something. Get your ass up and be a man. All right. Same thing with y'all women. You get yourself up and be the woman you called to be. Look at these sorry-ass excuses. Something you die and leave here, where you going? Where your resting place going to be at? Keep playing all the time. Get yourself serious about being saved. Hell, you know you ain't just. No, you ain't fair. No, you not equal in what you doing. Stuff retarded. Come on, bend this up. 15, where we at, 22? 24?
22.
22, listen.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
And to what?
Hearken than the fat of rams.
For what is, son?
Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Son, how many of y'all in here done disobey? Witchcraft. Witchcraft. I ain't gonna say I ain't disobey for. I'm not gonna be telling no lie. Witchcraft. Why we ain't cut off? That's what I'm gonna ask you. Why would you keep doing it? That's the dangerous part. You know what hurts us? The fact that whatsoever things are written aforetime, written for our learning, that we through patient comfort of the scripture might have hope. Now, why in the world I got hope in salvation, but I ain't got hope in damnation? I don't believe that. I just believe in the salvation, the mercy. I believe in the overcoming, pressed down, running over. I don't know how. Because I told you that when you hear the dabarine and you go ahead and baruch yourself and you say, I know what he said, but I know what I'm going to do. He said, I'm going to be against that man. Because he didn't talk to you. He never talked to you. Moshe told him this. Go ahead and you don't tell yourself that you're going to sit here and you're going to do that. Vain, that's vain imagination. Foolish heart just darkened. He told you got wormwood in your heart. The fact if I tell you something, you go against it, do y'all know how dangerous that is for y'all? Obey them that have the rule of you and submit yourself. They're watching for your soul. And they must give them an account. They might do it with joy and not with grief. This is going to be very unprofitable for you. Very unprofitable for you. Huh? Lose everything you got. Why you? How do I? Because we looking at people that man cut off and stripped. Why would you want to put yourself in this condition? Let's see something. Acts 3:26. And I got to get y'all out of here. I know now. They need to tighten up. Something, man, we are a dying breed. Something, man, y'all better lock and load and get y'all minds right in here. Judgment soon to come. Soon to come on us. Listen.
Unto you first, Elohim, having raised up his Ben Yahusha, sent him to Baruch you, in turning away every one of you from his iniquities.
So what you think gonna happen? The man done sent him to turn you away from your iniquity and you ain't turned. Abarim 10:25. That's right. Abarim 10:25. Listen.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another. And
So what you supposed to do? Warning them. Either you were bad about that one. You ain't been missing lately, have you? Good. Looking better, awake too. Haircut, look better. That's still ugly fade, but that's how it look better. It look better than you putting them Sunday morning biscuits on. Ain't that right? Looking a lot better. Ain't that right? Somebody put some of them ass biscuits on. I know somebody might have some ass biscuits to put on now. He shit them everywhere too. They don't know what I'm talking about either. They just have no idea. They're beautiful anyway. Ain't it beautiful though? But he rather have that melted butter than some shit around, ain't it? But mother out there laughing now. But listen, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some people have the behavior that it's okay. You don't have to come all the time. You get tired. You got other stuff going on. You can do other stuff. You got other obligations. But he told us not to do it. We don't saw what happened when he assembled people before they didn't come. What did he tell us? What did he tell us? What happened? He said forfeit everything. What we have when the people didn't come to assemble? Who? That's right. He said, because none of them that were bidden was worthy to eat of my sacrifice. He said they all made light of it. They all made light of it. They all didn't think it was that serious. Like sometimes people, well, it ain't like, I might not make, Wednesday night, but as long as I make Shabbat. He said, I made light of it. He said, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together as the manners, because some people do have that. And he said, so much the more as you see the human approaching. What?
For if we sin willfully,
After
that we have received the knowledge of the amount,
tell them what happened.
there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
So let me ask y'all a question. How many people in here have never sinned and have known what to do and never had done against it? Raise your hand. My hand not up either. How long are you going to play with that? How many of y'all going to keep going the same way? Why would you keep doing it? The man just said if you sin willfully, after you got the knowledge of the amount, ain't no sacrifice. What you going to offer? Once you got it, you lock and load, you don't move from that. Y'all got me? Do y'all got me? So what's all the fooling around for? Y'all understand how late this is? Do y'all even believe this? So when you do stuff and you've been told, so you knew not to do it, and you done it anyway. Ask Shaul how that work out. Ask Shaul how that work out. Ain't no sacrifice. I hate the day I ever even set you up. I regret the day I ever even barak you. Is this the conversation you want to hear come from him? The conversation, well, here it come Baruch of my Abba. Inherit what's been established in you before the foundation of the earth. That's what we want to hear. Which means we got to change our mindset, because the idea that you have is dangerous. The idea that you think you know and you think you're good, that's foolishness. I say some stuff, man, you notorious for that. I go, yeah, never better, yeah. Always, yeah, whatever, yeah. Squeeze my damn hand. Backwards ass. Got it backward exactly or slow. So I just got to say, that slow ass. I'm messing with you. I just told you enough of that. Y'all don't think I be saying y'all? He got that crazy ass look on his face now. All he needs is 10 people, $500, 12 months, that's $7,600. I know what that man, cause damn ruler wrong. I know what be wrong with these folks, Sam. Damn jacked up ruler. Get my demerit book out right now. I'm not playing this wrong. Who is that back there by you, Yoshi? Give him a demerit. Nicole, who out there? Who all out there in the hallway looking like this? Everybody good out there? Lancaster, get you one. Give him a demerit. No, you, not your wife. You can't be calling your wife. Stop throwing your wife. It's you. Get Lancaster 2 on for throwing his wife under. Your wife left. Give her 1.5. Let me tell you one of y'all here. My job is to make sure everybody here get it right, and make sure you get where you got to be. Y'all got it. Not be sitting here going down backwards. Who else gonna do that on live streaming? You know what the bad part is? You always been on live streaming. See, when you start worrying about these people and what they think, that's the dangerous part. Hell, the people out there can't do nothing for you. They don't give a damn about you. Only people care and think about you is him and me. That's why I take my time to call y'all. Y'all see a smart ass, high top white tennis shoes, small ass jacket. Where's that back down? Everybody good? I need names right quick, Jahir. Give me names. Who back down that laughing? The white, and who else? And Breezer. Give them Damaris. 2 Damaris apiece. Who is that out there, Nicole? Moses. Give Moses Damaris. You give him 2 Damaris, because you're revolving. Hell, let it keep turning in. Slap it, flip it, rub it down. Oh, no. Give him Bell Bill DeVoe. Moses is now on Bell Biv DeVoe. Now, who else want to be on now? What you doing, Hayward? You good? Wife, anyway. You all right back there, Hayward? You want to be on Bell Biv DeVoe? Give his wife Bell Biv DeVoe for laughing at her husband. That man in a weaker state, and you don't kick nobody when they're down. Ain't that right? You don't kick nobody when they're down. Ain't that right? I want everybody in here. I want on point, on target, doing right, loving right, walking right, treating each other right. Y'all got it. That's all. That's the only thing that matters. All this ain't no good if we don't know how to live. If we don't know how to rule, if we don't know how to dictate, we don't know how to care, we don't know how to be responsible for it, we don't know how to consider, none of this ain't no good. Y'all got me? All right, let me finish this up right here. EU 13, 15, 14, 11. But where's y'all go preach to do that? And then still teach. And y'all know I look at everybody here. I love every one of y'all. I love it. Listen here. I don't duck not one of y'all. I love it. You know why I can look at every one of y'all in the face? Because they ain't got now evil intent in my heart. Well, I got integrity. Let me tell you about me. That's it. Tell them about it, baby. I got integrity. There's a lot of stuff on me folks can put. But there's some things they can't never put on me. Huh? No ass been up here. Y'all hear that? I look them straight in the eye. And everybody here can't say that now. Got integrity. Got integrity. Can all my preachers come up here and say that and put their hand down? That's a humble down. Humble down. Y'all ought to change it here. I want the marriage for you. I want Justin giving Bell Bill DeVoe for getting too exalted. He's exalted, he ain't coming down. That is sad. Listen, this is EU 13, 15. Something is wrong with y'all people. Listen. And then 14, 11.
Though he slay me.
Though he slay me.
Yet will I trust in him.
Listen.
But I will maintain mine own ways before him.
Tell him why, son.
He also shall be my salvation.
Yeah.
For an hypocrite shall not come before him.
We talked about that. Y'all see that? That takes something. This is where y'all real ability come in at, or really show your real credibility. It ain't, a lot of times people look at EU, but people don't even think about, when they read through his story, they read about the fall of him more than anything. And when you look at the fall of him, you don't look at the greatness he had before the fall. But where his real true attribute came in was how he was able to stand in the midst of adversity. That's what the whole thing about a man that still believes and stood in adversity. He looked at it. I know who the person taking me down. A lot of times when stuff happens, how many of y'all ask yourself, you don't know why? Or you question why or certain. Then they folks start lying to him. They don't ask. He said, I already know who's doing it. He said, he didn't say, though the devil, the enemy all around me, trying to take me down, I already know who hand it is. He the one that's slaying me. But I'm going to still trust in him. That means something. The very one you see and you know, he ain't said, for some reason, something moving all over me and things done changed with me, but I'm holding on. No, I know who's slaying me. Y'all hear me? I know where my affliction coming from, but that's the same one that afflicted me, the same one got to live me. I'm going to keep trusting in it. And that's where a lot of times we fall to him. We get weak, we get straggly, we don't know why. When you find these things, you build a defense. Wherever you find where you weak and where you find you don't come, that's where you build to get to where you got to be. You don't use that to say, well, I just can't. Ain't it right, Ray? You put that damn karate suit on and you start kicking trouble out your life. Who is that out there? 2 Bell Bill DeVoes. And a Bobby Brown. That's your prerogative. You got a Bell Bill DeVoe and a hell, why you don't get a new edition? But that's what we look at, though. You got to know how to combat these problems when they come out. So a lot of times what we do, y'all watch some of them just give in to stuff. You just see your face. You just see that breaking down, just saying letting it deplete you. That's when you got to learn how to build up yourself on your Mo Kodash faith. You got to know how to build yourself back up. We knew that when the wall came down. What did Nakum y'all do? He put it back. He had confidence in that wall. He seen what that wall was able to do. He knew the integrity of that wall when it put up right. He knew the man that took it down. He knew the man that ordained him to go and put it back. That's the same thing you got. You got to know your creator. And y'all don't. That's why you falter in faith. That's why you're straggling. You ain't following no straggling, man. Y'all hear me? I tell y'all, we set a standard in him. I tell y'all, I make men. I'm molding y'all, make it where you can stand, where you can be somebody your family can look to and be proud of you. He said, I want to be glad to have you. Hell, she be over fortunate. Isn't that right? Trying to get up here and trying to make these women you be a mother your kid be proud of. Be somebody that be like the book said, the heart of her husband he can trust in you. And she'll do him good and not evil all the days of his life. Ain't no damn way in the world no woman got no business doing it to take her husband. Now, that's retarded. When you don't serve the measurement, you don't heard what the standard, you say you can't go no less, you got to come up higher. No damn excuse, but now every one of my married women ought to be able to meet that measurement. So who can find a virtuous woman, you ought to be standing. You ought to be standing. That's crazy. What else you going to be doing? What you been hearing? When I told y'all to fight back, mumbling, grumbling, complain, fault find. I tell you, getting there, you do what the book say, he gonna be faithful to you. Like y'all done died out of him. Y'all it don't change now. I'm going to tell you like I told him, don't run. Huh? Don't run. Isn't that right? Don't run. We got to get it right. Everybody get it right. Isn't that right? Hey, what are they doing with them big old white ass tennis shoes? We want a white heart. Bobby Brown. You all right, baby? That's Shannon. Bell Bill DeVoe. He said these folks get their stuff. Bell Bill DeVoe. All right. What about that, Doc? What you doing? Praying supplication. Getting Bell Bill DeVoe. I see straight through him, too. Listen.
Hear diligently my speech and my declaration with your ears. Behold, now I have ordered my cause.
Yeah.
I know that I shall be justified.
Yeah.
Who is he that will plead with me? For now, if I hold my tongue,
what happens, son?
I shall give up the Ruach.
Ain't it good? They don't realize when Yahushua came there, he went to the cliff, and them folk came out, they were calling him out. They told him to rebuke your taught one. He said, these shall hold their peace. He said, the rock will cry out. That man couldn't help but to give out a say. He said, if I say here, man, I don't say nothing, so I give up the Ruach. Ain't that right? People don't realize a lot of times this is when you be your best testament or best testimony when you going through adversity. A lot of times when y'all niggas start stooping down, acting damn retarded, act like you're writing the whole service, doing all kind of old backward ass stuff in here. Act like your ass demon possessed. I'm just waiting in your head to spit out some damn green pea to shoot out your mouth. Straighten y'all asses up. Stuff crazy. When the Dollarine come in, ain't nowhere in the world ain't got no business overtaking you but the Dollarine to discipline your behind. See more crazy stuff I ever seen in him. What's wrong with y'all asses? You need a Catholic priest and some damn holy water? Give him 2 Bobby Brown. Haywood's got 2 Bobby Brown. Give Hashikashi a Jackie Chan and a Jet Li. Right? Make sure you get it. A Jackie Chan and a Jet Li. That'll stop him. Isn't that right? I love y'all, though. We got it. All I want to do is I want to make it in. Y'all hear me? Everybody make it in. Don't be sitting here going there and don't make it in. Come on, give me that 14 chapter, 14 and 11. Get Naja Kumo D. Wild, wild West. Ain't nobody getting by. Suffer the little children to get one, too. Isn't that right? Nobody getting by. Listen, no, give her Justin Bieber. Her and Jasmine. Listen.
As the Maim fell from the sea, and the flood decayeth and drieth up, so a noose lieth down and riseth not, till the Shamayim be no more, they shall not awake, nor be raised out of their sleep. Oh, that thou wouldest hide me in the grave, that thou wouldest keep me secret until thy wrath be past, that thou wouldest appoint me a set time and remember me.
Listen.
If a noose die.
Uh-oh. That's what you better ask yourself. Everybody in him. Cup told y'all that. Listen.
Shall he live again?
Tell him what happened.
All the Yamim of my appointed time.
Will I do what?
Wait till my change come.
He told you it's appointed under the noose once to die. Where do you think he got it from? After that, you're going to be in the judgment. So everybody that's sitting in here, we better remember that. That man he was offered once to bear the sins of many. He's not doing that again. You know why these sinners will sit around every year and keep doing it every Easter? Because they keep thinking he's going to do this every year. He's not doing it no more. He only did it once. And you mess this up, you don't get this right, you get your behind out of here, and you won't be fooled with the Ruach HaKodesh. Shame on you. Everybody, shame on you. Y'all got me? Make sure you get it right. I know y'all tired. I'm going to let y'all go tonight. Y'all can leave this up. We probably come back in tomorrow. Well, ain't no problem. We'll see how you do it. But we might come in and finish it up. Okay, I got some more y'all need to know. I'm going to let y'all go. And when you get through, go to laughing and farting and running through here, and you want to let your damn kid like they wild, like they just got away from some escaped Chinese farm or something. Get cleaned up, get your kid, tie him up, wrap him up, and get him out of here. And then tomorrow, I'm going to get with y'all. I'm going to have a married meeting. Now, act like your ass ain't married tomorrow. Coming up down divorce papers on me. Bring them on in here tomorrow. I'll tear them up and still straighten you out. Everybody got it? All right, thank you. That's kind of